It's a Friday night in fall, and that means it's football here in Fitchburg, but it is the Falcons, not the Red Raiders, who are kicking off the season here on FATV from Elliott Field. Welcome once again. I'm John Gugerty alongside Alex Bogdasarian. And Alex, early days for the Falcons, but so far a promising start to the season.
Yeah, very promising start. Last week against Becker, they won 28-6. They really dominated the first half. And the standout player was Garrett Delakiai, the sophomore quarterback. 14 of 21 for the game, 237 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, no picks, a tremendous game. And I tell you what, John, I had his old announcer from Leominster, from his Leominster days, Bill Thomas, on my show. He was saying Garrett Delakiai's presence this year is what really sticks out to him. And that's what's going to keep growing for Fitchburg State. So look for a very strong year out of Garrett Delakiai. And as he goes strong, I think this is going to be a very, very tough team to beat this year.
We saw a very promising freshman performance out of Garrett Delakiai last year. Of course, those of you watching us in Leominster on FATV.org, you know all about Garrett Delakiai. He was a standout at Leominster High. He was a standout as a freshman. And so far, just one game, just one half, really.
Yes.
He had 4 touchdowns in the first half against Becker. Didn't need to throw any the rest of the game. Very promising so far.
That's right. And Fitchburg State, they got off to such a fast start in that game that they got to rest a lot of their starters in the second half of that game as well. So I think this is a very, very confident football team coming into this game. They're coming in against a team in Curry that is from a different conference. It's a non-conference game. So I think they're going to feel very good about their chances to win here tonight. First Friday night home game. They should be ready to go.
It's a non-conference game against a team that lost their first game. The Falcons, as we said, won their first game. Curry has won the toss and deferred, so the Falcons will get the ball to start the first half. It's Falcon football here at Elliott Field. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's do it. It's Friday night.
Absolutely. Lay out until the anthem. I turned the wrong mic off.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise as we honor the United States of America with the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome Fitchburg State University senior psychology major Jade Bryant.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And a rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's Friday Night Football here in Fitchburg on FATV from Elliott Field as the Falcons of Fitchburg State get ready to take on the Curry Colonels. I'm John Gugerty, joined by Alex Bogdasarian. Alex, what can we look for out of Curry as they challenge the Falcons today?
I think Curry needs to step up with their quarterback play. Last week, they really struggled with that, using a two-quarterback tandem. And to me, that is the key to them, getting their offense going. And also their star rusher, Jordan Shares, I think he needs to have a very good game against what seems to be a very confident Fitchburg State defense coming off their win last weekend. So that's going to be the key for me. The quarterback play and running game, that's how they predicate their offense. So.
The quarterback play, obviously a big deal. Jordan Shares, a bit of a Swiss Army knife for the Colonels. He'll run it, he'll catch it, he'll punt it a lot. He did a little too much of that for the Colonels' liking. Skip Bandini probably doesn't want to have him punting so much, but he's Jordan Shares. He'll do whatever you need him to do. Mr. Falcon will do whatever you need him to do, including whatever that was. It'll be Eli Horn kicking off for Curry. Back to return for Fitchburg State. Looks like Jonathan Gomes. And also Anthony, is that Anthony Webb, number 16 you see there, Alex?
Yes, I think it is.
Horn's kick is away, bounces at about the 20. It's loose, still loose, finally picked up. My apologies, that's Gomes on the return. Gomes gets out to about the 25-yard line. And we've called him Jonathan Gomes twice now, so we can say, although he's wearing green and yellow, we're not trading this Johnny Gomes to Oakland, okay? We like him. Does that sound like an idea, Alex? Don't trade it to Oakland?
It is coincidence he's wearing green and gold today, isn't it?
Garrett Delicia, quarterback.
Cody Titus, running back.
Jameson DiGeronimo, guard.
Ty Spencer, wide receiver.
Patrick Bowes, offensive line. Max Schiavone, center.
Taylor Ekstrom, wide receiver. Bobby Brown, right guard.
Devin Samil, wide receiver.
Philip St. Just, number 1.
Brendan Collin, tackle.
Falcons will come out in the shotgun as they ran most of last season. Garrett Delicia has Kendall Perry to his left. Perry, a new addition to the Falcon lineup. Delicia's pass to the right side is complete. Across the 30, almost to the 35. Looks like a gain of about 7 for Taylor Ekstrom, junior wide receiver for the Falcons. Second down and 3 now for Fitchburg State as they go no huddle. They'll line up with 3 receivers on the far side. Looks like only Ekstrom on the far. Perry once again to the left of Delicia from the shotgun. And he'll get the carry here. Hit at the line, not much there.
Perry, the ball carrier, short gain.
Several Colonels in on there, including Dan Farrell.
Devin Williams in with the tackle there.
Devin Williams, Dan Farrell, there were 4 or 5 white shirts. Perry got maybe a yard, call it 3rd and 2 now. A long 2. Perry gets the carry again on 3rd down, trying to get it to the outside, but there is nothing doing there. Colonel defense is stout. Jose Rodriguez and Tyler Koenig not letting Perry get anything.
Yeah, Rodriguez and Koenig swarming that play, and an interesting call to go east to west instead of north to south there on the 3rd down.
7-yard passing play on 1st down, but then a couple of runs get nowhere, so the Falcons on their first home possession of the season go 3 and out. It'll be Chris Ludwig on to kick it away for Fitchburg State. That looks like Brett Kiddick back to return for the Colonels, but don't hold me to that. Ludwig's kick is away. It's a high spiral, bounces at about the 37, and actually he's just going to let it roll dead. Good decision there by Dylan Spence. Takes a Falcon roll, and it'll be down at about the Curry 23. I said don't hold me to Kiddick. You didn't. Thank you.
No.
It's the first game of the season for everybody. We don't get
Both
a
of us.
preseason or anything like that.
No preseason for us, so this could be our preseason review.
It could be, although it counts.
It does count.
Yeah, but it's not conference. No, barely counts.
So we'll see how Sean Connery does here. his first.
Conroy will go from the pistol. He's got Jordan Shares behind him, and Shares gets the carry on first down. Into the line, not much there. Fights for yardage, give him 2 yards, if that.
James Verrott, nose guard.
Louis Felice, outside linebacker.
Jermaine Patterson, defensive end.
Ryan Monaco, defensive end.
Quentin Privet, D tackle.
Tehran Superman Seaforth, cornerback. Eli Torres, safety.
Malcolm Brown Simpson, linebacker.
Asante Easter, defensive back.
Jonathan Gomes, cornerback.
Talib Barksdale, middle linebacker.
Jordan Shares, the senior running back. He's going to be the main focal point of the offense here for the Curry College Colonials here tonight.
Colonels.
Colonels. Did I say Colonials?
You did.
Oh, okay, I can't
It's
read.
because of the L.
That's right. Or I can't read. I don't know. One of those two.
I was being generous. Shares gets the carry off second down, and he is almost back to the 30-yard line. They're going to give him the 30, so call it a gain of 4. They'll bring up third down and about 3.
And, you know, with this running game, Fitchburg's defensive line are going to have to play a big part in this game. Their strength factor is going to be the key to Fitchburg State's defense because they're going to do a lot of runs up the middle, Curry will.
Curry will go from the pistol once again, and hey, look at that. It's another run up the middle. Jordan Shares. He's very close. They're going to stop the clock. I think they got it. Yeah, move the chains. First down, Curry.
That was very close, but from our angle, it looks like we had it.
About 5 on the play. Colonels first and 10. They're on 34.
So Curry got just barely the 10 yards they needed. They'll have first down. Take a look at it again here. Good running by Shares.
Yeah, very good running. I mean, he is listed at 5'11", 210. That's a decent size for a college running back.
And you got to give credit to Brandon Wilfor. You see him there, the freshman center, number 76 with the long hair, doing a good job blocking. First down carry for Shares, gets to the 35. Not much more than that.
And at what point does this become predictable for Curry? I think that's going to be the factor for how long can they sustain drives, because Fitchburg State, they know, and Pat Haverty knows that Curry likes to run the ball, so they're going to be ready every time, and Curry's going to have to open this game up a little bit more if they want to win.
Well, you run it 4 straight times. Play action seems a fairly obvious call at some point.
Yep.
Second down and 8. Handoff goes to Shares. A flag comes in. Shares plows forward to the 41-yard line, but that will most likely be in vain.
Yes, it seems like this will come back. And who is that?
Looks like that's Talib Barksdale getting up a little slowly after that.
Star defensive player for Fitchburg State.
Holding is the call against the Colonels. We're sure someone committed it.
Well, Pedro Camilo was clapping, so you knew Curry had the call against them one way or another. But yeah, usually that indicates holding when the flag is thrown immediately after a run.
Immediately after the snap,
Up
right
the
at the
middle.
line of scrimmage. You got second down and 18 now here for the Colonels. They'll go from the pistol once again. And even on second and 18, it's a handoff straight up the middle.
Jermaine Patterson there on the tackle. And looks like he's coming off the field. He's a little tired.
Well, Shares has carried it 6-7 straight times already. It's third down and 15. Give the man a breather. Let someone else do something.
Well, now it's like they're in a throwing situation for once. See what they do.
Conroy will go under center. Motion before the snap. Looks like a false start here on the near side. And, uh-oh. That was Scooby McGazy.
Was it really?
It was.
Bad dog.
5-yard penalty backs the Colonels up even further. It'll be third down and about 20. So now on third down and 20. It's a handoff straight up the middle. on 3rd down and 20.
See, I'm surprised at that. Now I'm starting to wonder if they even believe in their passing game. On a 3rd down and 20, they run the ball up the middle.
Well,
I mean, they are backed up.
Let's play devil's advocate against passing. It's 3rd and 20. You're expected to pass. If the defense knows it's going to be a pass, they're likelier to pick it off. And deep in your own territory, we're making excuses for a run play on 3rd and 20. But
We are, but
hey, who knows?
who knows?
Ty Spencer sets up at about his own 35 to return the kick. It's a high wobbling kick taken in by Spencer. Fair catch at about his own 33. And Ty Spencer will come right back out with the Falcon offense. Ty Spencer, incidentally, as we segue nicely here, is tied for the Falcon career record with 17 touchdown receptions. He needs one more to break his tie and pass Carlos De La Rosa for #1 on the Fitchburg State all-time touchdown reception list.
Yeah, and you and I have been watching this kid for, the last couple of years. He's been very, very productive for this team. He is well deserving of this record. It could come tonight, it could come at some point, but
Play action fake pass is tipped and intercepted. Looked like it might be brought in for a second, but it was eventually intercepted by Kyle McKay. A big swing of momentum there. The Colonels take over in Fitchburg territory. Take a look at this one again.
yeah, good play action there, but the play was tipped, and Spencer got a hand on it, but it was intercepted right there.
Jose Rodriguez, the man who made the tip, senior linebacker out of Taunton, made a senior play there.
Absolutely.
Very big swing of momentum. The Colonels get the ball 1st and 10 at the Falcon 48.
Yeah, a little bad luck there for Garrett Delakiai there. I mean, it was a pass online, tried to slant, but just tipped and not good from that point.
Play action fake pass to the near side is incomplete, just off the hands of Anthony Nastasi. So after running the ball 6 or 7 straight times on their first possession, Curry comes out with play action on 1st down. Nothing comes of it. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Shares is back in the backfield for Curry, and he will get the carry here on 2nd down. He's hit immediately. Luis Feliz saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah, Luis Feliz able to get in right through the line. In about a second, he was right there. He almost beat the handoff himself. He was right there up the middle to make the tackle. A great play.
Curry lucky to only lose 2. They'll face 3rd and 12 back at midfield now.
And Curry really having problems getting their offense going here early on. They're helped out with their field position because of the turnover, but losing yards.
3rd down and 12 for the Colonels. Motion to the near side comes Dave to Georgie. It's a handoff to Shares, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage.
Fitchburg State certainly sniffing this out now, and they know the game plan. Haverty knows the game plan. So, again, I'm not really sure how much Curry's going to be effective running the football. They might have to go to some play action later on to sort of get Fitchburg off guard, but so far with this running game, it's not working out.
Halfway through the first quarter, both of these teams scored in the first quarter of their opening game. Neither has put points on the board yet. Jordan Shares kicks it away again, a high spiral. Ty Spencer is going to let this bounce. That's a very good directional kick. Jordan Shares just affected the game more as a punter than he has as the lead rusher. Kick goes out of bounds at the Falcon 11. It's a very good punt.
Very, very good punt. And it was almost like he spinned that perfectly, like a golf shot. Right at the 10-yard line.
So after turning it over on the first play of their last drive, the Falcons are, my goodness.
What a shot that
The
was.
Falcons now face 1st and 10, backed up at their own 11. That is a magnificent view. You gotta love this night football at Elliott Field. This is the first night game I've seen here, actually.
I think it is for me as well.
Quick pass to the near side is complete. That's Phil St. Just on the reception. He's got about 7 or 8 yards there. I'll put him out to the 18, call it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Gain of 7 on the play.
Second down and 3 now for Fitchburg State. Once again, that's Kendall Perry set up to the left of Delica. Another quick pass to the near side. This is complete. That's Devin Sumiel on the reception. He's across the 20, but they're going to mark him short of the line to gain. So it'll be 3rd down and a yard.
Yeah, rare play call there going to the tight end, Devin Sumiel.
Sumiel had a big touchdown reception in the last game against Becker.
He did. Fitchburg State played so well last week, and it would be nice to see them come out with that same intensity.
Derek Chance has joined Kendall Perry in the backfield. Play action to Perry, and then a pump fake. Delici will keep it himself. He plunges forward. Looks like he may have gotten enough for a first down, but there is a flag on the play. And it is a hold against the Falcons.
Well, a nice play up the middle there by Delici, but it looks like this one will come back for sure.
Spot, that remains 3.
So 10 yards from the previous spot. It'll be 3rd down and 11 now.
3rd and 11.
What a difference that is, going from first down to now 3rd down and 11. They're down 12.
Falcons will stay with the 2 running backs. They've got 2 receivers on the far side, just 1 on the near, and now in motion to the far side. Delici is under pressure. He's got to get out of the end zone. He does. Pass is complete. Well done there. Completion to Phil St. Just. And a first down for the Falcons.
About 18 on the play.
Oh, what a play by Delici. His best play of the game by far.
First down!
Great rushing presence in the back, able to stay calm under pressure and finding St. Just up the middle. A great slant pass and another stoppage.
Got an official stoppage. It actually looks like the side judges. He's doubled over here at about the 40-yard line on the near side.
Oh, well, look at that. Oh, he's shaken up a little bit.
Didn't see what happened to him.
No, I didn't either. One of the players push him?
We're going to take a look at a replay here, try to figure out what happened to the side judge.
Well, here's Delici, and see what happens here down the field. You see Delici getting away from that.
It really is a magnificent play.
And a great route, too. And Delici put it right on the money up to the 30-yard line.
Good work by St. Just to stay in the play, get himself open.
Falcons first
Good work
and
by
10
Delici
from their
just
own
to
31.
stay alive and find him. Unfortunately, we couldn't see what happened to the side judge. Certainly hope he's all right. However, there is football to be played as we duck under 5 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Falcons have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. Quick pass to the near side is complete. That's Derek Chance's first touch. He'll probably want to do better on his second.
Loss on the play, however.
Yeah, that was 26. Curtis Davila, and on the tackle, and you see
Curtis
snips it
Davila
out right away
applying the hit
in
for
the
Curry.
backfield. A nice open field tackle.
2nd and 13.
Definitely seems to be a strategic change. The Falcons on their first drive went with 4 receivers off, and now they're going with 3 and 2 running backs. 2nd down and 12 now for Fitchburg State. That's Perry on the carry. He's across the 30 out to about the 33.
Kendall Perry, the ball carrier.
Yeah, nice run there by Kendall Perry, trying to spin his way through, get as many yards as he can. And we'll take a look at it again.
About 5 on the play.
You know, almost lost the ball there in the backfield, but able to spin through a couple tackles, get spun down there. Nice tackle to hang on there by Jose Rodriguez, the linebacker.
Now the Falcons bring Cody Titus on. Pass is complete over the middle to St. Just. He's at about the 35, but he is nowhere near the line to gain.
Delicia's pass complete to St. Just.
It was just a quick little pass over the middle, really not much there at all.
Almost 3 on the play.
Yeah, I think St. Just was expecting to have a lot more open field in front of him, but we'll take another look at it. And can't really tell how much room was in front of St. James. He bobbled the ball. I think that's what it was. If he had caught that clean.
I got to disagree with you. Devin Williams was all over him. You know, it certainly would have helped if he had caught that clean, but Williams was right there. That was not going to get a first down. Anastasio barely gets the kick away. Excuse me, that's Ludwig.
Oh.
Diving catch on the punt return.
Spence fields the punt.
Dylan Spence made that just a little bit more dramatic than Skip Bandini would have
He
wanted.
took the words right out of my
Just a
mouth.
little bit.
You know, if he had let that go,
Would have rolled.
it
Taken
would
Falcon
have,
roll.
yeah. So I guess he did all he could do.
He did.
To this evening's
And
game.
you have to give credit to the Falcon offense. They were able to take a look at that diving catch by Spence once again.
I don't think you'll see a better catch by a wide receiver in this game than that.
We haven't yet. 1st and 10 for Curry at their own 26-yard line. Whatever field position advantage they had gained has been lost already. Play action fake pass along the near side, almost intercepted. Just off the hands of Malcolm Brown Simpson.
Well, a good idea here on the play action. And it even fooled our camera guy. Look at that.
But look
here
at
we
the
go.
recovery.
Look at the recovery.
2nd and 10.
And yes, it was almost picked. A nice read there by number 5 of Fitchburg. That would be Malcolm Brown Simpson.
That is what you get with the FATV crew. They may be volunteers, but they are professional
Oh,
quality.
they are
They
excellent.
are. We're rank amateurs. They
No,
are
they-
professionals.
They farly outrank us, especially me. So we're good.
2nd down and 10 now for the Colonels. Back to pass. That pass is tipped, almost intercepted once again. Malcolm Brown Simpson once again.
Defending that
The
pass.
junior linebacker
3rd and
making his
10.
presence felt, and we'll take a look at it again. Again, he's all over the play. And look at that. He gets his hand right in there.
Conroy was looking for Dean Anderson. Didn't really find him. That pass was a little bit behind him. Good coverage by Brown Simpson.
And Curry opening it up with 2 pass plays. I'm impressed.
Be more impressive if they worked. 3rd down handoff goes to Jordan Shares straight up the middle, and he is stopped for no gain. Jermaine Patterson stepping up there, so the Colonels go 3 and out.
Patterson and Camillo.
And on a passing down, they run it up the middle once again with Jordan Shares. And again, Fitchburg State snuffs it out. Only a gain of 1 on the play, so Shares will be out once again as a punter. I wonder how many more attempts he has as a punter than a runner.
Oh, he's been running it a lot. He just hasn't been running well. Shares with a low line drive kick this time. Not going to be any return here. And that's going to take a very good Curry roll. That's quite the punt. It's going to be down at about the 25-yard line of the Falcons. All told, that's 45-yard punt, something like that.
Yep, he's had a very good game punting the ball. He had that last one that went right out at the 10-yard line, and this one another very, very favorable role for Curry and playing the field position game right now. Scoreless with about 2.5 minutes left here in the first. I think Curry will take it, considering how last week went, and also for Fitchburg State, a very strong game last week for them as well.
Handoff goes to Perry on 1st down. He's got some yardage in front of him. Finally across the 40-45, out to midfield before finally being brought down. First big play of the game for the Falcons. Kendall Perry with a 22-yard run for a 1st down.
Yeah, and Tyler Conning saved him from almost getting a touchdown on this, I would say. Look at that, broken tackle. A nice block there as well. I believe that was the tight end of Fitchburg State making that tackle and then eventually running out of space.
Perry will get it once again on 1st down from the 49. He's across midfield. He's got another 1st down. So there's Kendall Perry getting out and getting some 1st downs.
Yeah, Kendall Perry making the most of his opportunity here this year with 2 great runs here up the middle.
I don't know if Garrett Delkiai is huge or if Kendall Perry is tiny. The answer is probably both, but that is quite the disparity. Delikiai now back to pass on first down, looking long over the middle. That pass is brought in. No, incomplete. Knocked away from Devin Summiel at the last minute.
Devin Summiel. The intended
Yeah,
receiver,
almost a
second and
great
10.
catch by Devin Summiel.
Looked like a
And we'll
well-thrown ball. Hit
See
him
if
in
we
the
can-
hands.
Yeah, we'll see if we can see this again.
Ask and ye shall receive.
And here's Delikiai, a great pass up the middle, nice spiral. It was right on the money, and that was Tyler Conning on the play to break it up.
Good work by the junior DB out of Carlisle. Now on second down, it's Perry again. Excuse me, that's actually Cody Titus, the ball carrier. Gets to about the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Short gain of the play.
Cody Titus getting some work here in the first quarter.
Applying the Curry hit.
And sets up a third down and long here.
3rd and 10.
But I think Fitchburg State is happy with this drive, the way that it's going. Obviously a big play coming up here, but they're taking time off the clock and gaining some good yardage.
Ty Spencer comes in motion to the near side. He'll get the pass on third down. That is incomplete. Almost thought it was a live ball there, but just incomplete.
Ty Spencer.
Very, very close to being a live ball. That was almost a lateral, but I think it was just forward. Maybe by like half a yard.
We've said many good things about Garrett Delikiai, and they've all been deserved. We're not going to say anything about that pass. Fourth down coming up for the Falcons, and they will kick it away. Christopher Ludwig on to punt.
Ludwig punting away.
Challenge for him as a punter here. Set up at the 39. He's going to try to knock it in the corner. Kick is away. It's going to bounce at about the 10. And that'll be down inside the 5, inside the 3, inside the 2.
Ludwig's punt down.
Just outside the 1 yard line. That'll work.
Well, perfect. That's all I can say. Perfect.
That'll do, Ludwig.
That'll do.
That'll do. So less than a minute to play here in the first quarter. Curry is backed up with their backs to the wall. They will have 1st and 10 at the 2, let's call it.
1st and 10 from their own
Any
2.
punter punting the ball, that is exactly what you want.
Yeah. That's how you
Couldn't
do
have
it,
done
kids.
it any better.
So what do you do if you're Skip Bandini here? You come out in the pistol. Why not? And you throw. Why not? That pass is tipped and incomplete. Oh, you could see it right there. Talib Barksdale knew if he could only catch that ball, he had the easiest 6 points he would ever score. He just couldn't get there.
You know, you could see it coming too, going out with that pass from the 2 yard line and having it tipped. The quarterback's like, oh, no, but
Ball seemed to hang in the air
another
forever,
life.
didn't it?
He gets another life. It's like dropping a foul ball in baseball, right? Something like that.
Conroy lives to see another day. 2nd down. Curry will go from the I formation this time. Shares is the tailback, and he will get it. He's out of the end zone. That's step 1. He's across to about the 3.
Short gain on the play.
Not much more than that. At this point, you may be thinking, if you're Curry, let's just get some yardage so we can kick this away without being pinned against our own end line.
That's right. I think they want to get out to like the 4 or 5 yard line, get their punter some room. And hey, the way that they've been punting the ball so far with Shares, maybe he doesn't need a lot of room, but I mean,
he wants as much as he can get.
Yeah.
They'll go from the pistol once again here on 3rd down. Screen pass to the near side is sniffed out and incomplete. Well defended by Talib Barksdale. Looks like that was intended for Anthony Nastasi.
Yep.
Talib Barksdale applying the pressure to the Falcons. 4th down.
So it will be 4th down for Curry. They go 3 and out. And now you really see the Falcons reap the rewards of their excellent kicking.
Spencer set deep. Received the Shares punt.
They may just be coming after this one. Kick is away. It's high. It's a very good kick. My goodness. Jordan Shares is the reason the Colonels are not losing this game. That is a remarkable kick once again. That's a 65-yard punt.
Hey,
Long punt for the Colonels.
the kid can do it all, can he?
Offense back to
He runs the ball. He's their star running back, and
I mean,
his punting has.
folks, the story of the first quarter here at Elliott Field, this has been a very well punted game.
This
Everything
is
else.
This is a
leaves little
punting
something.
clinic. This is a punting clinic right now in the
Yeah.
first quarter. This is, if you want to have two players of the game for either side,
Pretty
it's the
much.
punting game.
It is. That's the story of the first half. You can, if you want to talk about the offenses really haven't done much. The Falcons have been able to run the ball a little bit. Garrett Delakiai has made one very good play and a couple of bad ones, including an interception. Curry had a couple of balls that could have been intercepted. They really haven't been able to run the ball. But neither team has had excellent field position despite good work by their defense because of the punting.
Hey, you
Let's
know
hammer
what?
this home a little bit more. This game is about punting right now.
In games like this, maybe field position is what these coaches come into the game plan with, and
Falcons first and 10.
it's a punting clinic, like
It
I said.
is.
It's an absolute clinic. If any
It would
kids
be
are
a
watching
little more
us,
exciting if it was an offensive clinic, but we got a clinic. You can't ask for anything more than that. Kendall Perry will start the Falcon drive as we go into the second quarter. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage.
yeah, Jose Rodriguez in on the play there.
They're going to call it a loss of a yard for Perry, so it'll be second down and 11.
Second and 11.
Falcons go with 4 wide receivers. We've got Ty Spencer on the near side and 3 receivers on the far. That's Delakiai's left. And there, once again, is the man of the hour, the punter, Christopher Woodwick. Second down and 11 for Fitchburg State. Delakiai pumps. Looks like he's going to keep it himself. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's across the 40. Finally driven out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Very close to a first down. I think they're going to move those chains. Yes, they will. First down, Falcons.
Joe Zariello making the tackle out of bounds and almost just wrapping him down. Not kind of close to a horse collar, but not.
The chain gain is very confused, but they do move the chains. It is first down, Falcons.
Falcons first and 10.
Pass to the far side is complete. That's Sumiel again. Flag comes down at about midfield. Sumiel's driven out of bounds at the Curry 46. We got a headlinesman here on the near side waving everything off.
Yeah, I think this one's coming back.
Offensive pass interference is the call.
Yeah, we'll see if we can pick this up.
That one I think was a backward pass.
Yes. So let's see, where's the interference?
How can there be pass interference on a backward pass?
Yeah, I did not see that anywhere, to be honest with you, unless it was on the far side if we missed it. I don't know.
Pass interference is the call.
No flag.
There is no
Oh,
foul.
flag.
How can you have pass interference on a backward pass?
Yeah, I think, yes, the refs realize that now.
So it is a good gain for Sumiel. In fact, it is enough for a Falcon first down. They will have the ball first and 10 at the Curry 47. And that's Cody Titus set up just behind Garrett Delakiai. And he'll get the handoff on first down and fall down immediately.
Tripped up immediately by Stephen Wentworth on the defense.
Well, Stephen Wentworth got right in on the play, but I think it was a combination of, let's see here. Oh,
Now that's all Wentworth, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Wentworth right in there on the backfield. I wasn't sure if he tripped, but
It's
it looked
such
like
a good tackle that he made it look like Titus tripped, but no, he just wrapped him up.
Yep.
Second down and 11 now for the Falcons. Curry shows blitz. Here they come. Delakiai under pressure, rolling to the near side, wants to get rid of it. He does. That's complete to Sumiel. He's across the 35, still fighting. He's going to be out of bounds at about the 32. A flag comes, another flag very late.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at this. See what happened on the penalty. Devin Williams, the freshman, was in on Delikai on that play. Almost had him wrapped up, but credit Delikai for making that pass up the middle under pressure. You see,
There's Delikai getting away from Williams, and he barely gets rid of the ball.
I'm telling you, that's an impressive pass up the middle, just getting hit at the same time. And there's the push, I believe it was to Tyler Conning, so the junior, who will pick up the penalty, I believe, for Curry.
Yeah, they're going to call Koning for pushing Sumiel after he had been knocked out of bounds.
And in a game like this where the offenses have struggled early on,
That right there, that 15-yard penalty takes the Falcons into field goal range.
Skip Bandini, the head coach of Curry, will not be very happy about that penalty call.
Falcons now set up at the Colonel 18-yard line. Kendall Perry back in the game. He sets up to the right of Delikai. Here comes Curry once again. Quick pass to the near side is complete. That's Ty Spencer. Spencer gets to about the 12. Calling out at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Pat Haverty liking these side passes here so far early on in the game, but they're working. Another pass there to Ty Spencer and picking up a 5-yard gain there.
Ty Spencer, once again, 2 touchdown catches last week against Becker. He needs 1 more to take the Falcon career record for himself for touchdown receptions. He's currently tied with Carlos De La Rosa. Delikai barking signals. He's got 3 seconds left on the play clock. Got to get the ball off, and he does. Back to pass. Lofts it for the end zone. That's a jump ball, incomplete. He was looking for Spencer. It was a little overthrown. So it'll be 3rd down for the Falcons.
Yeah, and we'll take another look here. You know, a nice idea there, jump ball going up to Spencer, but he was very well covered on this, and the coverage was number 2 there, Tyler Conning, and the pass just a little overthrown. But I like the idea of getting Spencer out there in the corner.
3rd down and about 6 for the Falcons. They're set up at the 14-yard line of Curry. Delikai looks to his left this time, throws over the middle. That pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. There are 2 flags, as a matter of fact. Delikai was looking for Ekstrom.
Stanley Sainterlin, I believe, is going to get called for this. He was all over the wide receiver, and we'll take another look here. See Sainterlin up the middle. You know what? Yeah, it is Sainterlin who will get the call, I believe, on this, but
that is pretty classic pass interference, actually. You reach out for the ball with your right hand, but at the same time, you've got your left. You could see it there on the replay. He's pulling the receiver's jersey.
Yep, he had him pretty wrapped up right from the beginning before the ball got to the receiver, and that's going to get called every time. That is textbook pass interference.
That's another unfortunate penalty for Curry, giving the Falcons better field position. 1st and goal now at the 5. They'll go from the shotgun. Handoff goes to Kendall Perry, straight up the middle. Nothing there. He's going to fight for yardage and lose some.
No gain on the play.
Yeah, Curry had that snuffed out pretty well. And a little substitution here. Running backs.
Looks like Perry may be coming off. Saw him get a little frustrated after that one. Understandably so, but Pat Haverty has to do what's good for the squad. 2nd and goal now from the 5.
Cody Titus checks into the game.
Delikai back to pass, looks to his right, nothing there. He's rolling to his left. I don't know if he's going to throw it or run it. I don't think he knew either. He finally dives out of bounds at about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard, but it will be 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, and he was looking for Ty Spencer again in the corner, but again, Spencer was well covered. So all Delikai could do there was try to run the ball, see if he could maybe get to the goal line, but that one was pretty well read by Curry College defense.
Derek Chance checks in as an extra running back. The receivers are Spencer Sumiel, and Philip St. Just will be the lone receiver on the far side.
And a big play for Curry's defense here, 3rd down after a couple penalties that gave Fitchburg some life, and another
Whistles and flags before the snap. And we have delay of game.
Offense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Down remains 3.
So after a couple of big Curry penalties early in the drive, the Falcons are now moving backward. 3rd and goal at the 10. If anything, this gives the Falcon offense a little more room to work with.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Still less than ideal. Perry goes in motion to the far side, but it's a fade. Pass is incomplete. Looks like Phil St. Just was the intended receiver. So the Falcons get close. They knock on the door, but they can't punch it in.
Yeah, and St. Just, this was a nice play call, but again, the pass was just a little off the mark, I would say, but St. Just was well covered there by Kyle McKay, number 36 of Curry, so it sets up a field goal, and I think Curry College will take this all night after a drive like that.
Anastasio on to attempt a 27-yard field goal. It will be his first field goal attempt of the year. He was 4 for 4 last week on extra points. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and that is wide left. Still, 5 minutes into the second quarter, we've played 20 minutes of football. We have 0 points on the board.
Yeah, and Curry College, I think, will be very, very happy about that. You know, 2 tough penalties against them, but in the end, they hold Fitchburg State to a field goal, which they miss. So the game remains scoreless, and I think Curry, the way that their offense is going right now, they will take a scoreless game for as long as they can.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're Skip Bandini, you can't, given how poorly your offense has played, you can't expect to have any points. So at the very least, neither do the Falcons.
And we'll get the stats at halftime, but we'll get a good sense of how, you know, we can break this down offensively for Curry. But you can just tell so far early in this game, the running game, which is their strength, has not been able to get going.
Handoff up the middle on 1st down for the Colonels. That is Trey Weathers, the ball carrier. Not too many times we've called his name today. Take a look at it again.
Yeah, Trey Weathers checking into the game up the middle. He's a little bigger, a little taller runner, so he's able to get a little more space up the middle. And a modest 5-yard gain. Trey Weathers actually had 10 attempts for 31 yards last week.
Play action fake on 2nd down. That pass is complete to Jordan Shares. He's got some running room. He's across midfield. Finally pushed down to Lee Barksdale doing the work. Barksdale slow to get up. That was a well-designed little swing pass out to Jordan Shares. Biggest play of the game for the Colonels, and that'll be a 1st down for them in Falcon territory as we take a look at it again.
Yeah, and you're right. And a really nice route there run by Jordan Shares. And you see that block there, and he has plenty of space down the sideline right after that. Able to get into Fitchburg State territory, but it looks like this play's coming back if my eyes are.
We've got a hold.
So a holding call, and that play will go for naught.
Hold everything. As a matter of fact, it was the biggest play of the game for the Colonels, but instead it is another penalty.
And Skip Bandini must be pulling his hair out of his headset at that one. That is by far their best play of the game.
Reaching right in through the headset and pulling. That's going to damage the hair and the headset.
That would cause some problems technology-wise.
Hey, as long as they're not our headsets. We've got a spare one up here that we could lend
We do have a spare one that we could lend him one at
You
halftime,
graciously volunteered to wear 2. But
I did.
I don't think they want us to do that. We could try.
And you don't want to tell them that it was me wearing both headsets.
No. So it will be 2nd down and about 15, it looks like, for the Colonels, if the scoreboard is to be believed.
But a big momentum play for Curry definitely goes for naught. And, I mean, in all seriousness, he must be very, very upset at the way that Curry's offense has played. And they finally get a big play on the board, a nice block, a nice route, and it just gets called back for a holding call.
Looks like the officials are having a bit of a discussion about from where to enforce this penalty.
Good crowd on hand here on a Friday night. I don't know if we've had the official attendance reading yet, but looks like a packed house. And I see a John Googherty impersonator right there.
Hey, I've lost a little weight.
Hey, you know, impersonating announcers has been done before.
Well, you know, it's part of the celebrity lifestyle. You just have to accept it.
Just look at Don Ursillo and Jerry Remy.
I tell you what,
bigger than the Red Sox right now.
After 2 or 3 seasons working with FATV, I barely even notice the police escort anymore. It's white noise to me. They are taking forever to assess this penalty. We have run out of material.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
So
well,
we
that
can
was
talk
true
about
from the
hey,
beginning.
Ray Rice. Want to talk Ray Rice?
Can we not? Can we talk it? No, we shouldn't talk Adrian Peterson.
No.
Division III football, folks. If the players are horrible, we don't know about it. So now the officials are actually hearing from the sideline.
Do they have a booth they go into?
It's not our booth.
No.
I don't know why it is in our booth. We've got great cameras. We've got replay.
I know.
Maybe they're just placing a pizza order for halftime.
Hey, I would. I do not blame them.
Yeah. I don't get to Fitchburg as often as I could. You know, I could go for some Park Hill right now.
I know. I have connections to Park Hill.
You have connections to Park Hill?
I do.
I've known you for years and you didn't tell me this.
I just found this out this year. So my co-host for Barrett and Bach Sports Weekly, Kurt Barrett, works
Shameless
at Park
plug.
Hill.
I like it.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
It is shameless.
No, I like it.
So he works at Park Hill.
Uh-huh.
And I have other friends that are from the area.
Fantastic. You know,
drinking-
FATV accepts underwriters.
Oh,
I don't know if you knew that, but if you would like to be an underwriter of FATV or a volunteer, or if you're just a fan of the product, want to come down and tell us all what a great job we're doing, you can come on down to Kimball Street, visit fatv.org. We certainly, as a matter of fact, if you know anyone who's in Leominster right now, or if you know anyone who's in Leominster who's maybe wanting to watch the game, they can watch it on fatv.org. And, of course, we do want to send well wishes to our good friend Dave Svens. Wish him a speedy recovery. He'll be back with us before you know it. Retirement couldn't keep that man down. I'm not sure anything can.
No, I don't think anything can. And
Dave was retired for, an hour and a half?
I believe so. And, I certainly echo your sentiments, and I know everybody else from FATV does. And I know Dave is at home probably watching the streamcast of this right now, probably saying, we need to find a replacement for this color guy.
He's saying me and Dave Clark could do such a better job filling this time.
Yes,
I don't know where
absolutely.
we got these idiots. I don't know how we let them have microphones this long.
Hey, at least this isn't hockey. He would be
That's
insane
true.
right now if this was hockey.
We are finally ready to resume. They're going to assess the penalty from the spot of the foul, which results in 2nd down and 6 for the Colonels, and thank goodness we're back to football. Play action fake. Conroy's got plenty of time, but nobody's open. He's going to keep it himself and finally run out of bounds.
Conroy keeps.
Gain of about 5 on the play.
Gain of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, Malcolm Brown Simpson there on the play to push him out of bounds. And a long 3rd down here for Curry.
3rd and a long 2 for Curry. We go under 9 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter. 3rd and 2, you'd think it would be a run up the middle, but Curry has not had any success with that. They will go from the pistol with 4 wide receivers. Now motion to the near side, and we get whistles killing the play. Timeout Falcons.
Timeout, Fitchburg State.
First time out of the half for Fitchburg State.
And while the Falcons take their first time out, we want to take this time to remind you of the upcoming schedule of games here on FATV over the season. We are just getting underway here from Elliott Field. Next week, we're going to be back here at Elliott, the Falcons taking on Framingham State. We've got Fitchburg High football as well, September the 26th, taking on St. John's. And then it's going to be Fitchburg State and Fitchburg High. Fitchburg State against Mass Maritime, Fitchburg High against North Middlesex, Groton Dunstable. Back-to-back games in the middle of October. We do one Friday night, turn around, do another one Saturday afternoon. That's what we do here at FATV. We are all about bringing community events to you.
And we do a damn good job.
We don't like to swear, but we do a darn good job.
It's local access TV.
It's local access. It's cable. There's no rules saying we can't. It's
hey,
just,
I've had
okay, fine,
I've had
we do a damn
worse
good
words.
job.
I've had worse words said on my show.
We've had worse words said on the sidelines here at Fitchburg State football games, as a matter of fact.
Good thing Pastor Shad's not up here.
He'd be worse than any of us.
Oh, God.
3rd down and 2 for the Colonels from their own 28-yard line. In motion to the near side for Curry College is Dean Anderson, and he gets the swing pass. He is speared down hard. That was Elijah Torres.
What a hit by Elijah Torres. Certainly doing all he can to make sure this play goes no further. And we'll take a look.
Again.
And the pass was a bit high, and it allowed Ty Spencer to really gain, and what a lunging
My
tackle
goodness.
that was.
If it wasn't for Dean Anderson ducking, Elijah Torres would have done a spot-on Roman Reigns impression. That was one heck of a spear he was setting up for. 4th down, kick is away, bounces at the 40, will be taken in there. Maybe not the best decision Steven Vasquez has ever made. He's brought down at the Falcon 30 after no gain. And it was the story of the first quarter. Here we are halfway through the second. Once again, Curry has a darn good punter.
Yeah, I mean, that's the story of the game so far for Curry. Jordan Shears has really helped them the most, not with his running game, but with the field position game by his punting. And it is pretty remarkable because you come in and that's a game plan for Curry. He's going to run the ball up the middle. That's what they want to do, but
and I mean,
that
if you're used to watching, NFL or Division I college football, you see a 45-yard punt and you don't think anything special of it. Down here at Division III, especially with that guy being the starting tailback as well, these are some impressive kicks for this level, and they are absolutely keeping Curry in this game. First down pass on the near side is complete, and that is a big gainer. Breaking tackles is Ty Spencer. He does not want us to talk about punting anymore. He wants some offense into this game.
Yes, Stanley Sainterline on the tackle is saved, probably a touchdown. A 26-yard gain, and we'll take another look. And another side pass, but
just a little swing pass out to the side, but there's Ty Spencer getting some blocks, ducking out of some tackles, and getting some yardage. So Fitchburg State now 1st and 10 at the Curry 44. Quick swing pass to the far side. That's complete. That's Derek Chance on the reception.
Pass complete.
And he's run down at about the 40-yard line.
Falcon reception.
Yeah, knocked out by Parrish Rogers Reed,
Gain of about 4 on the play.
the senior. And we'll take another look. There's the swing pass and a little stutter step in the background.
That's generous calling that a stutter step.
Was that a stumble or a stutter step?
Well, you called it a stutter step. So.
It looked like a stutter step. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
2nd down carry goes to Kendall Perry. I didn't mean to run there. I just did.
Are there any announcer scouts watching this?
God, I hope not.
I hope not.
God.
Short gain
Can you imagine that?
All right, here's the replay. Take a look.
Scaring me.
Applying the Curry hit.
Perry, not much room there because of Curry, their good, stout defensive line. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Falcons at the Colonel 40-yard line. Chance and Titus in the backfield. Delici will keep it himself. Flag comes down. Delici didn't get anything to bring back, so it's going to be a decision for Skip Bandini. Does he want 4th and 4 at the Curry 38, or does he want to give the Falcons another shot at it 10 yards back?
Well, first of all, let's take a look at the replay here. And I thought he was going to hand it off, and we'll see the holding call there in the back.
Holding. 54 on the offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
And they end up declining the call. The call was on Jamison DiGeronimo, the offensive
4th
lineman.
down Falcons.
So Curry declines the penalty. They will give the Falcons 4th and 4, and Fitchburg State will indeed kick it away. We saw Christopher Ludwig make a very excellent punt from this position once before, and now he's got a timeout to consider what he's going to do with this one.
Fitchburg.
So the Falcons take their second timeout with 5:48 to go here in the second period. Curry still has all 3 of theirs. You mentioned it before, Alex, but it is a very good crowd here in attendance at Elliott Field. First home game of the season, and they've got reason to come out. You know, as I said, it is the first home game of the season. The Falcons had an impressive win in their first game. They looked impressive most of last season. Very many reasons to be optimistic about this upcoming season.
Yeah, you just said it. I think this crowd is very optimistic about this year. You look at the strides that Garrett Delichii made last week, having a very, very strong game. I think there's a lot of excitement around this team this year. Maybe this is the year that the development really comes through all the way around. They were competitive last year. We saw them last year here at home. And, you know, they lost some games, but they were in every game. And this year, I think people are really anticipating this team to win a lot of games. And certainly the big crowds here on a Friday night. And this team certainly has a lot of excitement. And Pat Haverty being aggressive here, going for it on 4th down and 5.
4th and 5 from the opponent's 48, 38 even. I'd say going for it's not a bad idea. Let's see how it ends. Delichii pumps. He wants to keep it himself. No, he's going to throw. That pass is very nearly brought in. It is a diving reception there by Devin Sumiel. Big catch for him. So they choose to go for it, and it pays off.
Yeah, great throw by Delichii, being rushed to the side, and he finds the big target, the 6'1", 205 tight end, Devin Sumiel. And Fitchburg State with a huge first down gain.
They'll take it at the Colonel 16 now. Delichii back to pass, rolling to his right. He's going to throw. That pass is complete. Ty Spencer's across the 10, out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. I got to say, Alex, the Falcons have run a lot of these little quick swing passes, but to my eye, Garrett Delichii looks at his most comfortable when he's allowed to do something like this. Move around, find something, make something happen.
Yeah, and we see it right there. You know, Delichii looking very comfortable in the background, and it's the poise. It's the poise. And again, a penalty will negate this.
2 steps forward, pass. 1 step back.
Yep.
2 steps forward. Well, it was an impressive play. It just wasn't a legal one.
It wasn't a legal play, unfortunately.
Yeah. So it will be 1st and long after the hold, depending on from where they enforce the penalty.
But you're right. Delichii in this play call in this offense by Haverty seems to be the most comfortable with those swing passes, and they have been effective so far for Fitchburg State.
Falcons 1st and 10 from the Curry 22.
The Falcons are backed up to the 22. Quick pass is complete to Sumiel. I don't think one hand knows what the other hand is doing here, Alex, because they were backed up to the 22, but the chains moved it so that it was still 1st and 10. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, the chains, I think, need to get on the same page here. Now, I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Take a look at the pass here. It's a quick one out to Sumiel. He does good work picking up some yardage after the reception before finally being brought down. Everyone on the field agrees that it is 2nd and 2 from the 14, so who am I to argue? Handoff goes to Perry up the middle.
Perry the ball carrier.
He's across the 10 to about the 9-yard line.
Looks like
And,
a first down.
That would have been a first down no matter where the change should have been. So, okay, it worked out. Stop the clock, move the chains. Falcons will have it first and goal inside the 10 and about the 9. Call it the 8-yard line. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in this first half. Handoff goes to Cody Titus. He's to about the 5, maybe just shy of that.
Gain of about 3.
I don't think Cody Titus has heard this too much in his life, being 5'9", 175, but he's very much bigger than the other guys playing his position for Fitchburg State.
Well, he really is, and he plays big, you know. He guts up the middle, he does all the bruising runs, and he's very impressive in this offense.
Kendall Perry back in the backfield now. Second down and goal from the 5. Perry will get the carry, and he will get nothing. He will lose the football, as a matter of fact. Delici falls on it.
Unfortunately for Fitchburg State, Delici was right there because that was a fumble, and we'll take a look.
Take a look at this one. You actually see the Curry defender there, 46, is Parrish Rogers-Reed. He's holding Kendall Perry up, not letting him hit the ground so that the ball can come out. That's impressive.
That's a
very good defensive work from a very strong man. Third and goal from about the 7. Falcons will go from the shotgun once again. Fade to the near corner. That's Ty Spencer. Jump ball. Pass is brought down. Incomplete. Out of bounds. Spencer made the catch, but he couldn't get his feet in.
We'll have to take a look at this one, although there is no NFL replay review.
There's
have
no
to,
official review.
But we'll have to see about this. Did he get a foot in? Let's see.
He's up.
Oh, he was carried out. Look at
No, it doesn't matter. You can do that. Bully
Yep.
for you. And his hand comes down out of bounds before anything else. That's
Yep.
a good call. No
Good
catch.
call.
Falcons are going for it here on 4th and goal.
I feel an earthquake.
The fans are rowdy. Let's see if they're rewarded. Delici throws to the left side. That pass is caught at the 2. Taylor Ekstrom made the reception. What Super Bowl was that? 30? Super Bowl 30 that was, wasn't it? That ended on a play just like that?
Oh, that was the Rams and the
Rams
Titans,
and the
wasn't
Titans,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, that was...
I think that was Super Bowl 30.
Yes, you're right. It was right...
That was the one before the
it was
Patriots
before the
one.
Yep, you're right. Super Bowl 30.
Always bring everything back to the Patriots. But yes, the Falcons come up just a little short. Brought down at the 2 on 4th and goal. So once again, Curry College is pinned, and this time they have to worry about the clock as well. They do have all 3 of their timeouts, but they have 2:48 to go, about 98 yards. Jordan Shears is going to get one of those yards here on first down.
Yeah, and I would normally say watch out for the safety, but I think Jordan Shears is big enough to be able to get yards up the middle for Curry. That's his MO.
If Curry is content to just hand the ball off, run right up the middle, I don't think they're in any risk of conceding a safety. But at the same time, they're not going to have any yardage gained.
That's right. Well, 1 or 2 if they're fortunate.
And Curry will take their first time out here, 2:22 to go, facing 2nd and 9 from their 3. Okay. Skip Bandini's going to sit down, have a think, decide if he wants to really be aggressive here or if he's going to be content to just hand the ball off, probably go into the half tied at nothing.
Yeah, and you're getting to that time now. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left. They're backed up. If it were me, I would run the ball.
At this point, your offense has really shown basically no capability for moving the ball forward with any kind of consistency.
Yeah, and I think to be scoreless in a non-league game against Fitchburg State, a team that really dominated last week over Becker, I think Curry would be content right now to run off some time here. Although you never know. You know, obviously they want to be aggressive, but being on their own 3-yard line, it's going to be very tough.
So the Colonels will come back out, 2nd down and 9. From all appearances, they're going to hand it off. They are in the I formation. There's a handoff to Shares. He gets out of the end zone back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit more than that.
And obviously with the way that he's punted the ball, I mean,
Got to wonder if you're Patrick Haverty, after this third down call, do you take a timeout of your own?
yeah.
You've got the one. You've got a quarterback with a strong arm, if nothing else.
I would not be surprised if he decides to take a timeout. I mean, the clock is moving right along here. You figure after this play, maybe a minute and a half left.
10 seconds
that's
left on
certainly
the
plenty
play
of
clock.
time.
So Curry will go from the pistol, though. And the third down pass is up and incomplete. I don't see any flag.
There is a flag.
There is a flag. Well, just because I don't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. And we've got a defensive hold against the Falcons.
Well, obviously a break there, but it is a hold, so I don't think it'll be,
No,
what
it's
is
an
that, 5 yards?
5 yards and an automatic first down.
So it doesn't move him back too much, but it does give him the automatic first down.
Number 2 on the defense on an eligible pass receiver. The result of the play is 10 yards from the previous spot with an automatic first down.
So conceding that penalty means that Curry can now run out the rest of the first half, even if Fitchburg State elects to burn their final timeout.
Well, I liked that idea of being in the pistol, trying that quick drop pass up the sideline, but the penalty call negated that. And it looks like they're going to try something. Nope.
Conroy was looking for Shares, but he couldn't find him. Talib Barksdale doing good work on the defense that time.
Fitchburg coverage.
So a minute and a half to play here in the first half. Interesting play calling from Curry. They seem, I don't know if they want to run out the first half or if they're trying to put points on the board still. Second down handoff goes to Shares straight up the middle. He's got about 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Yeah, I think at this point, we're just going to see the clock run out as much as possible. And Curry's certainly not in any hurry to get down the field with any real aggression. So it looks like we're just going to play it out here in the final minute of the first half.
It's about 10 seconds left on the play clock, and Curry will go from the pistol. Handoff goes up the middle. That's Jordan Shares. He is very close to the line to gain, and he's got it. So move the chains with 52 seconds left, and the Colonels have a first down. Curry still with 2 of their timeouts, although they're only at their own 24-yard line, even after gaining 2 first downs on this drive.
Are you surprised they're not using their timeouts?
A lot of this drive surprises me, to be honest with you. Play action fake to nobody. Conroy's in trouble. He's going to get brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Conroy the ball carrier.
That could be the final play of the first half.
Quentin Privet.
No timeouts being called.
Fitchburg.
And it does look like the Colonels will just let the first half run out, and it has been... Alex, let's find a generous way to describe this game. It has been a defensive struggle.
Well, I think that is the most polite way you can put it.
It has been a defensive struggle and a special teams clinic, unless you include field goal kicking.
Hey, if you like defense and special teams, especially punting, this is the game for you.
This is the game for you, but gosh darn it, folks, there's going to be some points put on the board. I'm willing to wager on that. We'll have the second half for you right here from Elliott Field. It is Friday Night Football here on FATV. Second half action about to get underway here at Elliott Field. It is Friday Night Football here on FATV. John Gugerty here with you alongside Alex Bogdasarian. And Alex, it has been a defensive struggle in the first half.
Yeah, it certainly has been. If you want to really be honest about this game, the punting game has dominated, in my opinion.
That's pretty much the story.
Really, both teams have had struggles trying to get long drives going because of penalties, turnovers, whatnot. So we'll see if this second half can get any better.
Curry won the toss in the first half and deferred. They reap the rewards of that now as they get the ball. Scooby Mageza is not having himself a great game, although, to be fair, that one was Demetrius Fontes Semedo. I apologize to the Mageza family. But Demetrius did not acquit himself well there either. He gets out to about, call it the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and that one seemed to take a while to come down to him, and that let the Fitchburg special teams swarm in on him right away, and Curry starting from their own 7-yard line here to start the second half, probably not what they wanted.
This is already the third time in this game that the Colonels have taken possession inside their own 10-yard line. Sean Conroy is the quarterback, and he will pass on first down. That pass out to the far side is complete. Number 4 for Curry is Anthony Nastasi.
Yeah, nice slant route there by Nastasi, getting out of bounds. And
give you a little bit of a picture of the Curry offense in the first half. That is Sean Conroy's second completion, and with it he goes above 0 yards. He was 1 of 7 for -1 in the first half. 1 of 1 for 6 here in the third quarter so far. So progress for the Colonels.
He's already improved.
Second down and 4 for Curry. About their own 15. Conroy will throw again. This pass to the far near side is complete. That is Jordan Shares. Shares has himself not much. Malcolm Brown Simpson the tackle. Give Shares a yard. It'll be third down and about 3.
And a big third down here already for Curry here in the third quarter, trying to get something going offensively. Keep this drive going, this first drive that they have of the second half. Get a little bit of momentum for them.
Conroy under center this time. Jordan Shares is the tailback, and Shares gets the ball. He's got a bit of a hole. He's brought down hard.
That's going to be very close, and it is a first down.
Nathan Holly was one of the Falcons in on the hit, but Shares does pick up 3 yards that he needed.
And Shares able to stay on his feet too, gaining maybe 1 or 2 yards after he was initially hit, which was able to get the first down.
Shares did not have a good half, although that can be said of pretty much everyone on the Curry offense. 13 carries, a net of just 29 yards. He gets the ball here on first down and is hit in the backfield. Brought down at about the 18. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't think he gained anything from that. We'll take another look. And yeah, really nothing there. A nice hit there by 32 of Fitchburg, Luis Feliz, right on the tackle. And a modest gain of 1 on the play.
A generous gain of 1 at that. It is second down and 9 for the Colonels. Conroy back to pass. He looks to his left. He's under pressure. He is sacked. Jermaine Patterson was there first, but he had friends with him. Conroy went down hard.
Yeah, Jermaine Patterson just swarming the quarterback, and we'll take another look here. Just tremendous power up the middle, getting past his blocker, and no chance for Curry. Loss of 8 on the play.
You kind of feel for Kevin McTomney, the left guard there for Curry. He was doing his job. He was blocking his man, and then Conroy rolled out to the left, and all of a sudden Patterson had a wide open lane.
Yeah, I mean, there was really bad luck there for Curry. Set up well for Patterson and showing his strength there up the middle. The defensive star of the Fitchburg State Falcons.
And now we get whistles, and Curry will take a timeout, I believe.
Yep.
So this series of downs is going about as poorly as you could think. You've got a run for basically nothing, and then a sack, and then you burn one of your 3 timeouts less than 4 minutes into the third quarter.
Okay, I don't know if we're allowed to gamble, but I'm throwing this out. Over, under for this game, 10 points.
10. Can I take a push?
Yep.
I'm thinking. Over.
Okay.
Wait, what's the line?
The line?
Yeah. Like, is it over minus 105, minus 110?
Oh, I would say over minus 105.
Oh, 105. I'll take the over.
Okay, I'm going over. I'm being optimistic. You know, later on in this half, somebody has to score.
These defenses are playing really well. There could very easily be a couple of pick sixes.
Has there ever been a scoreless tie?
Ever in the history of
Well,
football?
I mean, I'm sure. No, I mean, I'm sure.
Probably.
I'm sure. No. I mean,
Alex,
for
there's 11
Fitchburg
minutes
State-
and 40 seconds in the third quarter.
I'm ready to go home already. I don't know if
And you were just telling me at halftime that you like doing these night games.
I love these night games.
Play action fake on third down. That pass looks like it may have been tipped, but it is brought in by Shares. He doesn't gain much. Back out just past the initial line of scrimmage. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 20, which means that he's only 8 yards shy of the first down. And if they had another 4 or 5 downs, they might get it.
Yeah, here's the replay. And, really, you know, this is just picking up from the second quarter as far as production. But hey, it's a punt situation, so we'll see.
Shares does get the punt away. It's a good one. Bounces at the 45 and takes a Curry College roll. Keep beating that dead horse. Jordan Shares is affecting this game as a punter.
He sure is. And really, the MVP of this game has been Jordan Shares and his punting ability, setting up field position for.
And that's it. It really is field position.
Yep.
We mentioned that Curry had the ball inside their 10-yard line, starting a drive 3 times already, and yet the Falcons have not been able to put points on the board, in part because they have been dealing with the long field that's generated by these excellent kicks from Jordan Shares.
Absolutely.
And also because the Falcons failed on 4th and goal and missed a field goal.
Well, the last few drives that they've had have been more promising, but again, stopping short of getting points.
Garrett Delkiai's pass to the far side is complete to Philip St. Just, but there is a flag down on the play. And that's an illegal block against the Falcons. St. Just only gained a couple, but I think the Colonels are still going to accept this one.
Block in the back during the play on number 80 of the offense. 10 yards from the flag. Repeat first down.
So it's a 10-yard penalty against the Falcons.
Devin Summiel, the guilty party.
Summiel did have himself a very good first half. 5 catches, 112 yards. And did not do very well for himself there.
Kendall Perry in the background for Fitchburg State. We'll see what happens here on shotgun.
4 wide receivers for Fitchburg State. Play action. Delkiai is going to keep it himself, and that's not going to go well. He's taken down in the backfield. That's Parrish Rogers-Reed. We've called his name a number of times today.
Yeah, Parrish Rogers-Reed having a very good game defensively for Curry, and looked like he came in on a corner blitz there from the side and got right in on Delkiai before he could make any moves out of the backfield. A nice play.
If you look at it, Alex, it really doesn't seem like it should be a scoreless game from a statistical perspective. The Falcons do have 263 total offensive yards. They just haven't been able to put points on the board, and now they're backed up second down and very long. Looks like about 18. Handoff goes to 22. That's Perry. There's a face mask there. We saw that.
Yep.
That is a big break for the Falcons.
Certainly is, and that's going to be an automatic first down.
We saw that one live. We'll probably be able to see it on a replay. That was clear as day.
Yeah, this is going to be a personal foul, and we'll see who was the guilty party here. Looks like 51. That is
Devin Williams.
Devin Williams on the face mask. So a huge, huge call against Curry on a
Defense, 15 yards from the end of the run, automatic first down.
That was setting up to be third down and about Leominster, but instead it's a first down for Fitchburg State. So Fitchburg State gets it 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. They'll stay with 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Kendall Perry is set up. Now fake the handoff to Vasquez. Delicia keeps it himself. And he plunges through the middle, gets nothing, really. Give him a couple yards. He's across the 40, call him down at the 41.
They give him a yard on that play.
We haven't seen too much of Delicia as a runner here in the first half, and what there has been hasn't been terribly successful. He has been able to make some things happen when he's moving around in the backfield. It'll be 2nd down and 9 now for Fitchburg State, still with 4 receivers. And Perry gets the carry this time and is brought down after a gain of a couple by Devin Williams.
Yeah, Devin Williams has had some great tackles in the backfield for Curry. And he's the one who's really been able to keep this game a stalemate as far as Fitchburg State's offense goes. One of the defensive standouts for Curry College, absolutely, and a nice tackle there, setting up another long 3rd down for Fitchburg State.
Call it 3rd down and a long 6 for the Falcons. They need to get to the 49-yard line. In motion toward the far side goes Taylor Ekstrom. Delicia back to pass. He's looking long. That pass is over everybody. Looked like St. Just was running an in, and Delicia, I expected the post or something. That was about 5 yards beyond anyone. Take a look at it again.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was expecting St. Just to run a different route here. Definitely throwing it way long. And
so 4th down for the Falcons. They will kick it away. Christopher Ludwig on to do the punting. Back deep for Curry. Looks like that's 17 is Dylan Spence. Ludwig's kick is away. Brought in at the 25, and Spence is brought down at the 25. Pretty good punt for the Falcons, net of about 37 yards. Honestly, Alex, on both sides of the ball for both teams, I think these offenses are being very, very conservative and conventional. We haven't seen so much as a toss play.
Well, yeah, you're right, and especially Curry, since they have the ball now. I haven't seen a toss play from them.
Curry quick pass to the near side is incomplete, intended for Jordan Shares.
Yeah, we were talking about that at halftime, actually. We have not seen a single toss play in this game, I believe, from Curry.
From either team?
From either team, really. Yeah, you're right.
Unless you count one throw by Fitchburg State that was essentially a backward pass.
Yep. And that was really the only pass.
I would say you could count on one hand the number of throws that have gone more than 10 yards in the air.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 10 for the Colonels. They have 4 receivers of their own. Conroy back to pass. He is under a lot of pressure. It's a screen. Brought down from behind is Jordan Shares.
And wow, Jermaine Patterson was very, very close to getting in on the quarterback.
Patterson almost got in on the quarterback. I would wonder if you take a look at a replay here, if we have time to show it to you. We don't have that replay. I could have sworn there was a horse collar on that play.
I'm
not going to say it too loud in case there are any referees listening who might have flags, because we're Fitchburg Access TV. Our graphics are green. We are slightly biased. I'm sorry. I'm sure there are folks from Curry College who are watching us on fatv.org. We're going to try to be impartial, but darn it, we're Fitchburg. 3rd down pass is incomplete through the hands of the receiver. That was Scooby Mageza. So Conroy's pass is incomplete. There's a flag down on this one, right at about the spot of the receiver. Falcons were offside, so Curry will get 5 yards and a retry of 3rd down.
Yeah, and I like that play call by Curry, trying the pass there to Scooby Mageza. It looked like he had room. The pass by Conroy was a little overthrown, but a good idea trying to pass it downfield more than 10 yards, and they haven't done that very often.
3rd down and about 13 now for the Colonels. And now we get some motion before the snap, and Curry didn't want those 5 yards.
No, apparently not.
They'll take the retry 3rd down, but we don't need the 5 yards. Have them back.
Well, certainly the second half has picked up just like the first half, hasn't it?
Is it too late to take back that bet?
Never too late. This
Never
is
too
local
late.
access TV.
That's right.
No major bookies watching us, right?
No major
Right?
bookies.
Right?
I like that you
Right?
stipulate no major bookies. Back the Colonels up to about 3rd down and call it 17. Jordan Shares in the backfield. Conroy's pass to the far side is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Pretty sure that was Brian Monaco, the sophomore D lineman.
Yeah, nice tip there by Monaco. And here comes the punting unit.
Jordan Shares will kick it again for at least the 7th time. His kick is away. Fair catch is made at the 49-yard line. Steven Vasquez finally wisely decides to run up, make a fair catch, not let that ball roll away from him.
Yeah, a nice catch there by Vasquez too. And if he had let that one roll, then
It would have
look
gone
out.
for a while. Or if he had muffed it, would have been scary. Instead, the
Either way,
Falcons-
he made the right choice. I'll put it that way.
Instead, the Falcons do have very good field position inside Colonel territory, 1st and 10 at the 49. They'll stick with Kendall Perry as the running back to the right of Garrett Delakiai. 2 receivers on either side of the football as Delakiai goes from the shotgun. Pump fake, looks to throw, he's going long. Spencer is there. Jump ball, Spencer has it. My goodness. That pass looked like it was underthrown. Tyler Koenig was there. He thought he had an interception. And then all of a sudden, Ty Spencer was 2 feet above his head catching the ball.
Well, the 6'2", 185-pound senior wide receiver certainly making it easy. He makes it look easy here on this jump ball. And a great throw. And wow, great coverage there by Koenig. He did all he could, but Spencer using his height. And a nice pass there by Delakiai, getting it into his hands. And the biggest offensive play of the game for sure for Fitchburg State.
As we get back to live action, Kendall Perry took it up the middle for a gain of 3. Now on 2nd down, Ty Spencer has the carry on the end around. He's still on his feet across the 10, inside the 5. They're going to mark him down at the 5. So it's a gain of about 7. It'll be 3rd down, and a yard to go.
And Tyler Koenig able to mark him down once again. But I like the play call again. It's a little end around. Spencer finding room on the sideline and able to pick up a few more. The big 3rd down right here.
3rd down and 2. Perry gets the carry. He's across the 5, plunges forward. I believe he has the 1st down.
That's going to be very, very close.
They're going to mark him shy. 4th down. He's a good yard shy, but the Falcons are going for it.
Yeah, from our angle, it looks a lot closer than it apparently is. He is a long yard short, and Fitchburg State's going to go for it.
Falcons bring in Shane McCloskey as an extra running back here on 4th down. First time we've called his name today. But it's Perry the carrier. Good block from McCloskey, and Perry does get the 1st down, I believe.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. It looks like a gain of about 6. And once he got that block, we'll see it right here.
Take a look at 13, Shane McCloskey making a lead block there, getting Perry some open yardage in front of him.
Yeah, and credit Maxwell Chavone for Fitchburg State, the offensive lineman.
They are going to bring in the chains on this one. I thought he had it. He's got it.
Oh, yeah.
That's not even close.
Wasn't even worth the measurement. Yeah.
That was like Skip Bandini saying, please bring in the chains. Maybe you'll screw up and say that they didn't get it. Please bring in the chains. Falcon cheerleaders along with the packed house here at Elliott Field looking on, trying to get some points on the board at home for the first time in this 2014 season. First and goal, Fitchburg State from the 3, 5:11 to play here in the third quarter. Handoff goes to Perry on the sweep to the left side. He dives, he's in! Touchdown, Falcons!
We have a score, ladies and gentlemen.
There are points on the board at Elliott Field. 6 of them.
And it's Kendall Perry down the sideline, and Fitchburg State, give them a lot of credit for this drive. The pass by Delakiai was the highlight of it, but Kendall Perry, again, following fantastic blocking, and he dives in.
Basically,
and Fitchburg State has got this game off the schneid with 7 points.
7 points it is, as the extra point is up and good. That touchdown play was basically the exact same as the 4th down play right before it. Just hand the ball off to Kendall Perry, running behind a block along his left side, and hope he gets 3 yards.
And a very, very good drive there for Fitchburg State, able to get points on the board. And I'm telling you, the way this game is going, 7 points is huge in this game.
Absolutely.
And a little bit over 5 minutes left in the third. Now Curry needs to respond, and it's really going to have to be Jordan Shares carrying that offense. We'll see if he can do it.
Eric Anastasio will kick it away. Colonel set up with 3 men deep to return this one. Bit of an unconventional.
Hey, let's go now. Let's go now. Let me see something.
Could you do that? Little backflip wave deal? I could.
I can.
No. Brought down once again on the return is Demetrius Fontes Semedo. That's the 2nd time they've tried that particular return. It's not working.
No, it's been swarmed every time, really. Not even close to even getting anywhere.
Colonels once again with terrible field position. They'll take over this time at their own 13-yard line. Shares is the tailback as Curry goes from the pistol. Conroy will pass to the far side. Incomplete after a vicious hit. Oh my goodness. You really don't like to see that, to be honest with you. That pass is incomplete, intended for Scooby Medezo. Flag comes in very late, another.
Maybe unsportsmanlike against
the Falcons sideline exploded after Megeza crumbled to the field. We're going to take a look at this one again. You folks have fun doing that. I'm going to look over here.
Doghouse, baby! They don't want
Well, I'm still doing color, and you know what? Honestly, the hit looked like it was just in the wrong spot, but obviously shaken out.
The hit was by no means intentional or anything like that, and I don't mean to imply that it was. That's just very difficult to watch.
Elijah Torres in on that hit. So we'll see what this penalty call is eventually, but obviously we feel for Curry, wide receiver there. That is a dangerous, any level of football, that's a dangerous pass to make going up the middle like that. That is
Scooby Megeza being escorted off the field. He is leaving under his own power, and you like to see that, but obviously most likely not all there right now. They're going to call a late hit against the Falcons. I believe that's the call.
15 yards.
Yep. Personal foul, late hit.
Journal's offense had the first and 10.
Don't know if they're calling late hit or excessive celebration. Either would be warranted, in my estimation. But it is a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down for Curry. They'll take it on their own 27-yard line. Motion to the near side comes Sean McNamara. Conroy will keep it himself. He's brought down at about the 31-yard line.
And that was James Verrat making the hit.
Second down and about 7. High snap, Conroy loses it. He is able to fall on it and dive forward. Good recovery by Conroy there.
Yeah, fortunately for him, that ball bounced right up back to his hands. Otherwise, if that ball had bounced back into the side, that would have been a disaster because Fitchburg State was right there in the backfield all over it. And Curry able to save that drive, really, because if Fitchburg State gets the ball with this field position, already up 7 in a game that is very low scoring like this, another 3 or 7 points could put this game away, the way that it's going.
Conroy back to pass on third down. He's under pressure, and he is sacked. The Falcon defense is swarming now. That's Brian Onyekafool, made his offensive lineman look like a fool, if you will. It will be fourth down after the sack.
Certainly made the quarterback look like a fool. What a hit. I mean, right into the backfield was Onyekafool, and no chance for Conroy. And another punting situation for Curry.
Steven Vasquez back to return the kick. Shares gets this one away. It is high, it is angling. It's going to bounce inside Curry territory, go out of bounds at about midfield, call it the 49-yard line. So the Falcon offense will take the field with some good field position, although we do have a player down back at the line of scrimmage, it looks like. And there is a flag as well. And the personal foul is for roughing the kicker, I believe. So that's a 15-yard penalty, and I think we can surmise who the Colonel player is who's down.
That would be their star player of the game, really. Jordan Shares, who was run into. And if you're Curry, obviously you hope he's okay. He has been not only your MVP as far as the punting game goes, but he is your main offensive focal point. So losing him for any amount of time would be a big blow, especially in this game where Curry has certainly struggled scoring points offensively.
That's the second time on this drive that a Colonel player has gone down injured, and the result has been a 15-yard penalty against Fitchburg. Pat Haverty is on the field. He's just about at the near hash mark. He's so far out there. Right about the 40-yard line, maybe trying to get clarification on the enforcement of that penalty. Meanwhile, Jordan Shares is still down at the 15, being attended to. And while we have a chance, folks, we do want to once again send out well wishes to our good friend Dave Svens, the executive director of FATV. Dave is recovering from surgery. We hope him the very best in his recovery. We expect to see him soon. You know, we mentioned earlier retirement couldn't keep that man down, so surgery certainly can't.
No, Dave Svens is a fighter. We all know that here at FATV, and
he'll fight you for saying that.
He will probably fight me when I come back.
He will beat you too.
Yes, he would do that. Especially if you know, I screw up on my show like I usually do, and he gets very upset about that.
And what show is that while we're plugging things?
That is Barrett and Bog Sports Weekly. You can see that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on FATV channel 35. Wednesday night 6:30. Thursday night 11, Friday night 11:30.
Or anytime on demand
Or
on
any-
fatv.org.
You can certainly watch it online anytime you want, and check out all the other shows that FATV offers on demand while you're at it.
I formation for the Colonels. Play action fake. Conroy rolls to his right. He throws. Sliding catch is made by Dylan Spence. Gain of about 3.
Tyler Tolman, the receiver.
Excuse me, that was indeed Tyler Tolman. First time we've called his name. There's
And
a lot of first times for the Curry receivers now that they're getting the ball.
Now that they're passing, yeah. I mean, that was a nice throw. Tolman was led maybe a little too much. Otherwise, he had room up the middle.
2nd down and 6 now for the Colonels. Play action again. Pass to the near side is complete. Ducks out of a tackle. Brought down into Falcon territory. That's Jake Colina. First time we've called his name. These Colonels have some good wide receivers now that they're getting the ball.
Yeah, Jake Colina, and we'll see here a nice slant route. And once that first tackle missed, he had plenty of field to run. And yards after the catch is what Curry needs right now. And they get quite a bit there into Fitchburg State territory.
Ball comes loose after the handoff. Ball is still loose. The ball is still loose, amazingly. Is Fitchburg going to finally fall on it? Malcolm Brown Simpson has come up with the ball, but I think they're going to call the runner down all the way back at the Fitchburg 37.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at this. And the players are coming back to the line of scrimmage like he was down. And we'll see if we can take another no look. So
well, the referee has spotted the ball at the Curry 30-yard line. Meanwhile, you've got the linesman, the head linesman, deep in Falcon territory. They're trying to figure out whether or not the runner was down.
And Pat Haverty is on the field heated right now. You can see him in our shot right there. And the ref's telling him to go back.
He's backing up, but he's doing some gesticulating while he's at it. And they're going to bring the football back. So almost a big swing in momentum for the Falcon defense. But instead, it is a run up the middle for a gain of a few yards.
Runner was down, 2nd down.
And
there's the confirmation the runner was down at the Falcon 37-yard line.
And we're going to see a lot of Trey Weathers here now that Jordan Shares is out of the game. And Trey Weathers, you know, he's a tall running back. He's 6 feet, 230, so he's got the size.
Conroy throws to the right side this time. That pass is incomplete. A flag comes in. Rocco Lagale was the intended receiver, but there is yellow on the field, and Terrence Seaforth is not happy about it.
Yeah, Terrence Seaforth. You know, you could argue that was a tough pass, maybe uncatchable, but Terrence Seaforth was all over the wide receiver.
We'll take a look at this one again. I'm finding it difficult to see. I mean, maybe you could call Seaforth for holding Wagale's arm down. That's a difficult call.
Pass interference, number 2 against the defense. Spot of the foul, automatic first down.
So the ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
You know, pass interference is a tough call, but I would say there was holding on that.
I think you could definitely call
you
it
could
illegal
make the
contact.
case for illegal contact. I don't know about pass interference, though.
Either way, it is an automatic first down, a difficult penalty against the Falcons. Fitchburg, has taken a timeout. That's Fitchburg's first timeout of the second half. So both teams now have 2 with 1 minute and 28 seconds here to play in the third quarter. Curry will go from the I formation. They've got a new fullback, that's Dave DeGiorgi. He takes over for Jordan Shares. Play action bootleg. Conroy throws to the right side. That pass is incomplete. Very well defended by Malcolm Brown Simpson.
Very well defended, and Malcolm Brown Simpson almost took advantage of a very poor throw, I would say, by no?
Second down handoff straight up the middle. That's Trey Weathers once again. He gains about 6. And it will be third down and a long 4. Now Conroy back to pass. He throws a fade to the right side. That pass is incomplete. There's another flag.
You know what? That looked like offensive interference. We'll see. I mean, I think this is going defensive. But
the officials are indicating a hold against the
Yes.
Falcons. That looked pretty ugly there from both sides. Let's take a look at it again.
Yeah, we'll see here.
That's pretty
you
obviously a shove there,
Yeah.
and for that matter, an uncatchable ball, but there may also have been some defensive holding. So,
Well, Rocco Legel was the wide receiver, the freshman, who was the intended receiver. And I would say, you know, he was pushing and shoving. The defender was pushing and shoving. You could have
I
called
believe
either
that's
nothing
the
or
4th first down that the Falcons have given away on defense by penalty on this
you
drive.
could. Yeah, I think you're right.
Handoff to Weathers straight up the middle. He's brought down at about the 8-yard line. Maybe the 7, give him a gain of a yard. So it'll be second down and goal.
Yeah, gain on 3, gain of about 3 there. So second down, and obviously for Curry, they would love to get a touchdown here. Tie this up right after Fitchburg State got the opening touchdown. So got to answer here if you're Curry, if you want any confidence in this game.
Conroy is under pressure. Conroy is sacked. He's not just under pressure, he is down on the turf. We've called this man's name about 1,000 times today. Malcolm Brown Simpson with the sack.
Yeah, the defensive player of the game for Fitchburg State, I would say. Malcolm Brown Simpson getting right in there. And Conroy, you know, maybe you have time to throw that one away. I think if he had to do it over again, but again, Simpson got in there so quickly on him that really nowhere to go.
Brown Simpson was in there. Brian Onyekafu was in there. But I got a question. Malcolm Brown Simpson is a junior. Where the heck has this guy been for the last 2 years?
That's a great question. I mean,
that's what I do. I ask great questions. Sometimes.
Maybe it was just used in certain defensive alignments last few years, but certainly his development looks very, very good here this season, and he has obviously had a fantastic game. You could say he's the defensive MVP for Fitchburg State so far. And
now it's setting up a potentially interesting decision for Skip Bandini on what we presume will be 4th down. It's going to be 3rd and goal for Curry from the Falcon 14-yard line. Do they try to go for it all here? Do they try to get a chunk with the knowledge that they're going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, I mean, knowing them, I think they're going to be conservative here, maybe try to get a chunk of it. 14 yards is a lot of yards for them, but they have the space to be able to look to the end zone, and obviously the run is going to be a threat for them. So look for maybe a bootleg, I think.
A bootleg, a quarterback draw, something along the lines of that. Jordan Shares is not out there, so you can't say that it's going to be a handoff straight up the middle to Jordan Shares.
Shotgun here, I think they're looking to throw.
Conroy does throw. It's a swing pass to Weathers on the far side, and that was probably not a good decision. He's brought down in the backfield, so a loss of 3. It'll be 4th and goal, from the 17.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a great call at all by Skip Bandini. just a little swing pass here, and you know, Fitchburg State obviously reading that very, very well. And all it does is make a difficult situation even more difficult. And they're setting up to go for it here. And
4th and goal from the 17. I wonder perhaps if Jordan Shares was their kicker as well. Anyway, Conroy throws for the end zone. That's a jump ball. Passes up, incomplete. There's a flag down. The crowd here on the press box side at Elliott Field is despondent, would be too conservative. They are ticked off. Look at that. They are not happy with that call.
yeah, I mean,
You can see the Falcon coaches up there in the press box. They're not happy.
out of all the worst things you could have done on that play, I mean, that is the worst.
That's pretty much. If that's pass interference in the end zone, 1st and goal at the 1.
Yep.
We'll get the official signal.
Well, it's an automatic first down no matter what the call is, and it is pass interference.
The ball will be placed on the 3-yard line. Automatic first down.
Ball will be placed on the 3. So 1st and goal, Curry from the 3, and that is now 5 first downs conceded on penalties. First down handoff goes to Weathers. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and swallowed up. Don't think he got much of anything.
No, I don't think he got anything at all on that. Maybe a yard, but looks like from where they're marking it, no gain. Maybe even a loss of a yard.
No gain, maybe a small loss. Yeah, they're going to mark that ball 2nd and goal from just outside the 4, so a small loss. I formation behind Conroy once again. Dave DeGiorgi is the fullback. Conroy keeps on 2nd and goal from the 4.
Conroy keeps.
And he's hit in the backfield.
No gain.
See, John, we were talking earlier about we haven't seen a toss play yet, and I think on these last 2 plays for Curry, a toss play would have been a good call, in my opinion.
It seems like it would be an idea.
And obviously running it up the middle, they've done it so many times, and everybody knows that is their play call. So to do it here so close to the goal line, it's too predictable, and it's no surprise to me that Fitchburg State has made this stand so far.
You know, we are not coaches. We are not offensive coordinators. We are not professionals. We have not played or coached this game at the level that Curry is playing it right now. With that having been said, I personally wonder what the heck they're doing.
I do too.
And meanwhile, the Falcon coaches are screaming in the press box to the left of us that they've got 12 on the field, so it's entirely possible that Fitchburg State is also wondering what the heck Curry College is doing.
Well, this is probably 2-down territory, I would imagine, with 12 minutes, 47 seconds left in this game.
I would think so, even if you take out the entirely real possibility that they've lost to their kicker due to Jordan Shares' injury.
Yep.
I don't have it in front of me. Perhaps you do. They did kick an extra point last week in their defeat against WPI. Who did that kicking for them?
I will get
While
you
you're
that.
doing that, I will vamp. 12 minutes, 47 seconds left to play here in the 4th quarter. Falcons have really controlled this one. It was Blaine Bursey, a Fierro Parmalee kick is good. So it is Cody Fierro Parmalee, a freshman kicker who's listed on the Curry roster. We haven't seen him, but I imagine he's here. So Fierro Parmalee is the kicker, but as you said, especially with Curry College's offensive struggles, this may well be 4-down territory. 3rd and goal now from the 4. Whistles kill the play. Fitchburg State has taken their 2nd timeout. This is a very important 3rd down. Why are you laughing? Don't laugh. You're going to make me laugh. We're going to look bad if we laugh at them. Stop laughing. Okay, everybody take a breath. You're all right. Okay.
Some very riled up fans here today on a Friday night.
It's an excellent
Friday
crowd.
night. Yo, we have a fantastic crowd.
These night games are fun.
They really are. They bring out
How
the best
did Dave
out
Clark and Mike Flynn do this every week during high school season?
Oh, man, they have the best jobs ever.
Those
don't they?
guys are the best, and you'll see them just a few short weeks. September the 26th is our first FHS game as the the Red Raiders. I grew up in Marlboro, folks. I'm sorry. The Red Raiders take on St. John's on the 26th, just 2 days before my mother's birthday, incidentally. And then we're back October the 4th. But, hey, we're also back here next week. The Falcons taking on Framingham State, another Friday night game, if they let us. You think they'll let us?
No.
No? Okay. Someone will be back here next week. The guys in the truck are doing a great job.
Oh, they're doing a fantastic job.
3rd and goal, Conroy play action fake. That pass is swatted down at the line of scrimmage. Jermaine Patterson was right there. He was not fooled at all. Take a look at this one again.
Yeah, and right there, Jermaine Patterson, and he loves it. I mean, what a play. And he sniffed that one out. And 4 down territory. Here we go.
4th and goal.
4th down and goal. I like the call, though. I like the slant pass, but Jermaine Patterson just using his size and getting up there, making a play that the defensive lineman should make.
It's a very good play by Patterson. It sets up this crucial 4th down. Conroy will roll to the right. He's under pressure. He throws incomplete. In and out of the hands, and you can see it there. Dean Anderson, the intended receiver, couldn't bring it in. The Falcons have stood tall, finally, and they will take over 1st and 10 at their own 5.
Yeah, there's the replay, and just a tough throw. I mean, that would have been a very, very tough catch. And you could tell by the emotions of Fitchburg State how big that defensive stand was. In a game like this, only up 7-0. And here in the 4th quarter with 12 minutes, 36 seconds left, making that stand. Curry can't tie the game up. And so Fitchburg State takes over, and now they can really milk this clock here in the 4th quarter.
1st down for the Falcons at the 5. Handoff to the near side. Nothing doing there. Brought down in the backfield is Derek Chance. They're going to give him forward progress to the 2-yard line. So it's only a loss of a couple, but it is still a loss. I think getting to your point about the emotion of the Falcon defense, Alex, they knew that they should have been off the field a long time ago.
Oh, absolutely.
5 first downs on that last drive, conceded by penalties.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can tell by the emotion on that. It wasn't just the defensive stand that they made, but almost like a sense of relief that they held Curry's offense to no points on that long drive.
Now Kendall Perry gets the carry on 2nd and long. He's swallowed up in the backfield.
And that last Curry drive, it almost seemed like it took 15 minutes. I mean, with all the penalties. And
in real time, it probably took longer.
Yeah, I mean, with the penalties, with the short passes, with the runs, I mean, everything. Fitchburg State's defense finally gets off the field, allowing no points after all that. So certainly well-deserved celebration.
3rd down and 10 for the Falcons. Kendall Perry is the only running back to the right of Delikiai. Delikiai into his end zone, rolls to his right. He's going to throw to his right. That pass is brought in, excuse me. That's going to be good for a Falcon 1st down. Ty Spencer.
Wow, Ty Spencer making a great catch on the sideline there. You know, it was close, but they say he got his feet in.
He only needs the one.
That's right. Fitchburg State will take it out to the 10, 15-yard line.
1st down pass to the far side is complete. That's Devin Sumiel, the reception. Not much on the gain there. Back to the line of scrimmage, if that. So the Falcons will face 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
10.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Falcons nursing a 7-point lead. Garrett Delikiai goes from the shotgun. Plenty of motion before the snap, but they're going to let the play go. It's a throw to Phil St. Juste. Pass is tipped several times and incomplete. Well defended by Kyle McKay. St. Juste did everything he could, but couldn't bring that one in.
Oh, what a almost catch by St. Juste. I mean, this was amazing. take a look at it again. This throw on the money. And again, just tipping the ball almost.
Had his hands on it 3 different times, couldn't bring it in. And it's hard to blame him. That would have been a remarkable circus catch. Now 3rd down for the Falcons. Flag comes down, delay of game. Coaches in the box next to us were screaming for the timeout. It didn't come in time.
Oh,
or perhaps it did.
Wow.
And that is the Falcons' 3rd and final timeout, spent to save 5 yards on 3rd and 10 deep in their own territory.
Yeah, I mean, I could hear the coaches yelling timeout like you could, and I guess it was simultaneous, but the timeout won.
Hey.
So we'll take it.
So that is the 3rd and final timeout for Fitchburg State. Curry only has 1 as well. So the Falcons get more time to prepare for their 3rd and 10 play here. And while we have a second, we want to thank once again the all-volunteer crew of Fitchburg Access Television. We've got plenty of guys working here, donating their time, donating their energies, helping the community, helping the college. It's a fantastic effort. We're doing okay too, right, Alex?
Yeah, we're holding up.
We are?
Yeah, we're holding up.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if we're as good as the crew, but
no, good God.
We're hanging in there. We're doing the best we can.
That's true. Whether that's good enough is not for us to decide.
And I have to give credit to my personal producer and good friend Scott May for putting this all together, getting everybody together here for tonight. And
Scott's done an admirable job stepping up in the absence of Dave Svens. Just very good work all around by the entire FATV crew. We go back to live action here. The Falcons come out 3rd down and 10. Garrett Delkey back to pass. He's going to roll to his left. Now throws to his left. That pass is complete. Ty Spencer's got another 1st down. He's across the 40, run out of bounds at about the Falcon 42. That's a big gain, about 25 yards there.
That is a big gain. 27-yard gain for Ty Spencer. And plenty of time for Delkey to move around. Ty Spencer gets some space. Delkey puts it right where he's supposed to. And a huge gain for Fitchburg State there.
And once again, you see the Falcon offense moving at its best when Garrett Delkey runs around and makes something happen. Now handoff goes to Derek Chance. He actually hurdled a defender in the backfield. Gets out of bounds around midfield, a gain of about 7 yards.
Yeah, Derek Chance, another end-around play, but he's able to get the speed to get to the outside. And picks up 6 yards.
2nd and 4.
Fitchburg State moving the ball into Curry territory once again. And I think right now they want to take off as much time as they can here as we approach 9.5 minutes.
2nd down and 4 for the Falcons. They're at their own 49. They need the Curry 47. Delkey's pass to the far side is complete. That's Ty Spencer once again. And once again, Ty Spencer has a 1st down.
Yeah, Delkey finding openings in this defense right now. And you have to wonder how much fatigue is coming into play here in the 4th quarter. But Delkey, I give him credit. He's passing it right on the money here, finding the openings, and Fitchburg State moving the chains. Another score here, I think, puts this game away.
I would think so. Under 10 minutes, and with the Curry offense being what it is, absolutely. 1st down handoff goes to Perry along the far side. He's got some yardage in front of him. He's close to a 1st down, but there is a flag in the backfield, back around the 42-yard line, the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this is going to frustrate Pat Haberty and Fitchburg State after they've had a lot of momentum moving the ball. See what the call is.
Holding once again is called against the Falcons. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. Call it now first down and 20 back in Fitchburg territory.
Falcons first and 20 from their own 49.
8:45 to go here in the fourth quarter as the clock winds again. Falcons holding on to a 7-point lead. Ball at their own 49-yard line. Handoff goes to Kendall Perry along the far side. He's across midfield, still on his feet. No, he did step out of bounds. Perry stepped out of bounds just inside inside the midfield stripe. They're going to mark him at the Curry 46-yard line.
And we'll take another look here.
Almost 5 on the play.
Perry following his blockers down the sideline, and you know, with his size, he's able to find those small crevices to get to the sideline very well. And
now you can see there, Perry didn't think he stepped out of bounds, but he did indeed. Chance goes in motion to fake the handoff. Delakiai throws over the middle, incomplete. Everyone on the Falcon sideline is screaming for a flag, and there one is. That was the field judge throwing that one in from 30 yards away.
yeah, and you have to wonder if he was maybe enticed by the sideline to throw that flag because he was so far away. We'll take a look, and it is a good call.
I don't think that was on the throw. We saw a late hit on Delakiai at the end of that play, right in that replay there. So that is the call. So a first down for the Falcons. Delakiai took a big hit at the end of that play.
Falcons first and 10.
So Fitchburg State has it at the Curry 37-yard line, first and 10 there. Curry couldn't capitalize after several Falcon penalties on the last drive. Let's see if Fitchburg can do better with their own. Play action fake Delakiai. He's throwing long to the right side. Pass is incomplete. Overthrown, intended for Ty Spencer. He wanted that record. He's going to have to wait at least another play to get it. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I like the idea, throwing the ball right there, throwing it deep, trying to catch Curry. And that one just a little too much overthrown to Ty Spencer. But you're right, he is only one touchdown away from getting that record. So I think Fitchburg State's trying to go for it for him.
And also, you know, he's the best receiver on the team, and they're trying to win the game. It's not like they're being selfish. It's just that's also a thing that would happen.
Yep.
Kendall Perry gets the carry on second down. Good moves to stay on his feet. He's out to the 30-yard line. Could have been brought down in the backfield. Perry is brought down after a gain of about 7 yards. Going to call it third down and 3.
Yeah, nice run there by Perry, picking up a big chunk of yardage, and we'll take another look. Perry up the middle, again zigzagging his way around, and a nice play there at the end to stay on his feet.
That's a great move there, just managing to stay on his feet, gained him an extra 5 yards. Perry and Chance in the backfield here on third down. And it is Kendall Perry, the ball carrier, on a sweep to the right side. He got past the line of scrimmage, tried to turn the corner. Looks like he's about a yard short.
Yeah, it looked like only a gain of about 2 on that play, so decision time here.
Fourth and 1 at the 28. I would say you've got to go for it.
Oh, yeah, they're going
Put this game away.
Fourth and short.
Fourth and short, no hesitation. The Falcons go for it. Perry has a first down and more. He's across the 25 to the 20-yard line. That's a big run.
Yeah, and Fitchburg State's beating Curry at their own game right here offensively with the runs up the middle, and Perry with the size to able to get up the middle, really no problem, and a big gain there on fourth down, really picking it up easily.
Handoff goes to Perry on first down again. He plunges through the line of scrimmage, gains a couple. Falcon offense is basically starting to impose their will, grind the clock, run the ball down Curry's throat. Kendall Perry will head to the sidelines for a breather. Cody Titus checks in as the running back. Second down and 7 for the Falcons. Now they have 4 wide receivers along with Titus in the backfield. And it is Titus, the ball carrier. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, driven backwards. They're actually going to mark him down at the 20, so that's a loss of a couple.
Short loss in the play.
And more subs for Fitchburg State. Number 80, Devin Sumio checking back in here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 for the Falcons. Titus remains in the backfield. Ty Spencer comes in motion. Play action fake, a little swing pass to Spencer. Shoves down one man. He's across the 15. Driven out of bounds, short of the line to gain. A flag comes in very late.
Yeah, and it
We'll
looks
have to
like
check
Kerry.
that.
Looks like Kerry just helped him out. We'll see what the penalty is here, but Kerry is not happy. Unsportsmanlike
26 on the
conduct.
white.
So dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. We'll see if we can take a look at it here.
Yeah, we'll see it, and it's another swing pass. And we'll see how this ends up at the end of the play. Oh, a little, let's see that.
So there's the hit that knocks Spencer out of bounds.
Oh, taunting.
And
That's
probably
what it was.
that's it right there. You saw that. That was Curtis Davila
Yep.
from Curry. He stood over Spencer, said something right into his face. Back to live action here. Kendall Perry gets the carry.
Kendall Perry.
But getting back to that unsportsmanlike conduct very quickly, Davila didn't kick Spencer or punch him or do anything to him. He just stood over him, said something to him, taunted him. That's unsportsmanlike conduct. That's a penalty.
And Skip Bandini will not be very happy about that.
No, I should say no.
Falcons 2nd and goal from the 6.
2nd down and goal now for Fitchburg State at the Curry College 6-yard line. Looking to punch this one in, salt the game away, and make me hit my over. That's important too. Handoff goes to Kendall Perry. He's straight up the middle, brought down at the 1.
Carry the ball, carry.
Very close to the goal line, but they are going to spot him at the 1.
I thought you had your over right there, but he is just a little bit short. We'll take another look at it here. Perry up the middle again, and using that juke ability that he has. It's been very, very good in this game. And Fitchburg State on the doorstep.
Play action fake, no. Whistles kill the play. It's a flag before the snap. It's a penalty against the Falcons, so back them up 5 yards. And Phil St. Juste catch does not count.
And your over will have to wait.
You know, Al Michaels is just subtle when he mentions gambling in his game. No. We made the bet. I took the over. Fitchburg needs to get a touchdown. 3rd down and goal now. Ball spotted just outside the 5-yard line. 3 receivers on the far side. Delakiai throws the fade to the near for St. Juste. Jump ball, he's got it. Does he hold on to it? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Fitchburg State. And that's the ball game, folks. Phil St. Juste makes the reception, a 5-yard touchdown pass, and Fitchburg State is up by 2 scores.
Well, a great throw there by Delakiai. And really, that's it, the way that this game is going. 4 minutes to go. Fitchburg with another touchdown and a great pass. Jump ball, and Philip St. Juste made the play with coverage all over him. Made a fantastic touchdown there.
St. Juste's 2nd touchdown reception of the year. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So with 4 minutes even to play here in the 4th quarter, Fitchburg State leads this one by a score of 14-0. And the crowd at Elliott Field is happy. Let's take a look at this fade one more time.
Yeah, look at that pass right up into St. Juste, and really catches it right away. And
that's a pretty obvious face mask as he's coming down there too, by the way.
Yeah, the ref would not give that call, but doesn't matter for Fitchburg State.
How am I down there if I'm also up here?
I'm telling you, John Gourity impersonators all over the place here tonight. You know what? Is this a Red Sox game? Are we the announcers are like more popular than the team at this point?
Well,
like
This team is better than the Red Sox.
Well, that's true.
Maybe better than the Red Sox at baseball.
I would manage to bet that too.
We still have Johnny Gomes. The Red Sox can't say that.
Yep.
Anastasio will kick it off. Curry once again has 3 men set back deep to return.
But how are the Oakland A's doing since that trade?
Quite well. They're still in the race for the West.
Yeah.
That kick's going to bounce at the 20. It's actually going to go out of bounds. And that's a bit of a mistake. Give the Colonels some good field position as they try to get 2 scores on the board, get back into this one.
Well, yeah, Curry obviously needing 2 touchdowns now, and not what Fitchburg State had in mind there on the kickoff, having it go out of bounds. Now Curry will get the ball on the 40-yard line. Where are they spotting? Oh, are they doing it again?
I believe they're going to penalize 15 yards and re-kick.
Okay. That's a break for Fitchburg State.
That's one of the options they could have taken, and they're taking it. So Anastasio will kick off from his own 30-yard line. I apologize, it is a 5-yard penalty, not a 15-yard penalty. And this is a much better kick, high end over end, taken in at about the 18-yard line. Fake the handoff, he's going to keep it himself. And that's a very good return. Hello, into the open field, across midfield, deep into Falcon territory, finally brought down. What a return by Dean Anderson.
Wow,
so,
I mean,
5 yards and re-kick. That's the right strategy there.
Yes, I was just going to say, what a call there to have them re-kick. And you're right, I think the fake handoff fooled some guys on Fitchburg State, and that allowed some opening here on the sideline. And Curry set up beautifully now.
Dean Anderson takes the ball all the way into the Falcon 29-yard line. Conroy's pass on first down to the near side is complete. That's Anthony Nastasi on the reception.
Yeah, and Curry needs to get the ball forward right now. That's the only way that they're going to come back in this game.
No gain on the completion. Second down pass to the far side is a little further downfield. That pass is incomplete. And flags come in well after the play. That was some thick, strong defense.
Yeah, we'll see if we can take another look at this if we have it. But, you know, the thing about this penalty is it stops the clock for Curry. Only 3:22 left. You would have to assume that they're taking an onside kick here if they can get a touchdown. So
oh, certainly.
Here's a call.
So the penalty is against the sophomore DB, Osame Sam.
Yeah, and here's another look. We'll see Osame Sam right here on the coverage, and yeah, that's a hold.
That's pretty obviously pass interference. He still had 2 hands on the ball. I mean, there's very little reason for Colina to have dropped that one, but yeah, Sam was definitely guilty of pass interference. So 1st and 10 for Curry at the Falcon 14. Pass to Anderson is incomplete. We've seen some poor passes today, but that was just a flat drop in my estimation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try to make an excuse for Curry, but don't hold me to this. Maybe there was like a misroute or a misread there.
I thought you were going to say the sun was in his eyes, but it's a night game. You can't
well,
get away with it.
Well, the glare from the scoreboard could have been in his eyes.
Okay.
I'll say that. 2nd
down and 10, pump fake, pass to the end zone is complete. Touchdown, Curry College. Jake Colina with the reception, and this is a 1-score ball game again.
Well, just what Curry needed, and this really didn't take very long at all on this drive, thanks to the penalty and a nice fade pass there. And wow, what a catch there! And That was 84 on the catch. Jake Kaulina for Curry College.
Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. And that was Cody Fierro Parmalee doing the kicking. So with 3 minutes, 12 seconds to play in this one, Curry College has one timeout left.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens now. Do they go for the onside kick, or is there enough time where they do kick it deep? I mean, 3:12 to go. It's not that much time.
Having only one timeout left, I think if Fitchburg gets one first down, the game is over.
Oh,
either
absolutely.
Way.
Yeah.
And with that being the case, there's really no reason not to try the onside kick.
Oh, I mean, they have nothing to lose, I would say, if they do the onside kick, other than field position. But
again, field position isn't as meaningful as it might be if they had all three of their times.
Yeah, absolutely. But with no 2-minute warning, too.
Yeah, no 2-minute warning. You've only got the one.
Yep.
Fitchburg State needs one first down to really put this one away. So if they get that first down at your own 30 or at their own 20, does it really matter? No. So try the onside kick.
But we'll see. How are they setting this up?
It
looks like they're going to
certainly
set up
lining
for an
up for
onside
it.
kick. Yep,
So we have our first onside kick attempt of the season. And it is recovered by the Falcons. St. Just has it and is running with it. And Phil St. Just is going to put some points on the board. Why not? Touchdown Falcons.
How about that?
I got to say, that wasn't the right decision, but it sure as heck worked out. Was I the only person who was sitting there screaming, kneel down, kneel down? But it worked.
Fitchburg State will certainly take it. And how about that for a quick turnaround? I mean, Curry expects, maybe we'll recover this kick. Maybe Fitchburg State will just get tackled.
Yeah, maybe we'll put him 3 and out.
We'll put him 3 and out, but we'll take another look at it. And I think the size and the speed of St. Jude certainly helped out. Looked like he had 3 or 4 strides ahead of everybody else on this play. And once he got to the sideline, it was done.
St. Just had a wall of men in front of him blocking for him. He was able to just run behind them, run up alongside. Extra point is up and good, by the way. But St. Just was able to just run up alongside them, had nobody in front of him. He was untouched. It's probably the easiest touchdown he'll ever score.
Oh, absolutely. And that just negates all the hard work that Curry had getting their one score up on the board. And
credit to Curry. They got points on the board. They got back in the game. They tried the onside kick, and the Falcons returned it for a touchdown.
Yep.
Stuff happens.
Well, that's, they wouldn't have done it any differently, that's for sure, except stop the run back. That's
yeah, if they could have done that, they might have tried that. But, yeah, Phil St. Just with a very nice kickoff return there, untouched.
Yeah, and Fitchburg State loving it on the sideline now. They know that this one's pretty much
That's going to salt this one away.
And 2-0 for this team is pretty impressive considering, we saw this team last year having some growing pains, but 2 wins in the first 2 games this year.
No, absolutely. There have been, I don't think it's controversial to say it, the past few years have been lean times for a Fitchburg State supporter, and these first 2 games have to be very encouraging on the whole. Dean Anderson will do the kickoff returning again, and once again he's got himself a pretty good one. He's up across to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Dean Anderson tried that fake handoff again, and I think it did the same thing. It caused some of the Fitchburg State special teamers to go over to the other side and able to pick up maybe 15, 20 more yards than he would have had. So Curry doing all they can to really stay in this game, but is it too little too late for them? That's the question in this one.
That seems likely, but they were able to put points on the board fairly expeditiously on their last possession. Sean Conroy will go from the shotgun once again. Still Trey Weathers in the backfield. We haven't seen Jordan Shares at all since his injury, and that's very unfortunate. Pass by Conroy is incomplete up along the left side. Couple of kernels there. Couldn't tell who it was intended for. Once again, folks, we'll be back here with you next week. Another 7 o'clock kickoff as the Falcons take on Framingham State. It's Friday the 19th. Second down pass is complete to Dean Anderson. He's got himself a first down. Falcon defense kind of playing back a little bit, a little more conservative. Curry, meanwhile, will hurry to the line, go no huddle. Anderson picks up the first down into Falcon territory. 1st and 10 Curry at the Fitchburg 43. Now Conroy's pass to the right side is complete. That's Anthony Nastasi on the catch.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure if that's the right call, but they're trying to get down the field the best they can. Just a short gain there, really a 4-yard pass.
2nd and about 7 now. Conroy back to pass, looking longer to the left. That's incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Anderson.
That pass way overthrown. I don't know if he thought there was going to be a wide receiver down the sideline who wasn't there, but Curry going no huddle here with the clock stop.
3rd down and 7 for the Colonels. Pass to the left side is incomplete, very nearly intercepted. A diving attempt by the Falcon defender there. Couldn't tell who it was. That was actually, man, we've called only a couple times today. Malcolm Brown Simpson came very close to intercepting that one. Will be 4th down and 7 for Curry, and they, of course, will go for it. Why not?
Yep, this is the game right here.
Yeah. Curry needs the Fitchburg 33 for a first down to keep their slim hopes alive. Conroy back to pass, looks to the left. That pass is caught, and that is good for a first down. That's Jake Colina, the sophomore wideout, making the catch, gets out of bounds at the Falcon 31.
Yeah, Colina, big target there on the sideline, able to make the grab, get the first down, and get out of bounds, which is all good for Curry and their efforts here to try to make a comeback.
Conroy now looking long to the right side. That's incomplete. A flag comes in, however. Thought there might be one. Rocco Laugel, the intended receiver. Falcon sideline isn't happy.
Yeah, we'll see if we can take another look at this, but it seems like on all these long passes by Conroy, he has been helped out by the Fitchburg State defense. And that's really the only thing that's kept Curry in this game, in my opinion.
Pass interference is the call. Crowd on hand here at Elliott Field shows their displeasure with that one. In my estimation, that was a good call, actually.
I would say that was a good call.
1st and 10 Colonels now at the Falcon 24-yard line. Minute 49 to play in this one. Curry down by 2 scores. Conroy back to pass, throws to the left side. That's complete. Brought down inbounds is Colina. Colonels have 1 timeout left. They will use it now. 101 ticks left on the clock in this one.
Yeah, and with only timeout, it's 1 timeout. It's really, really tough to say when you're going to use it, but really not much choice for Curry at this point.
After a play like that, probably the right time to go ahead and use it.
Yep. 1:41 to go.
Minute 41 in this one. They'll have 2nd down and 7 from the 20. Patrick Haverty in his 9th season over 2 terms as the head coach of Fitchburg State, giving signals to his defense. Curry comes back out for 2nd down and 7 on the Fitchburg 20. They need the 13 for a first down. Conroy will go from the shotgun. He's back to pass, looks to his right. Sliding catch is made. That's just a quick little catch there by Rocco Laugel. They'll give him 6 yards on it, so it'll be 3rd down and 1. 4 receivers for the Colonels. Trey Weathers is in the backfield. He actually gets the carry on 3rd down. Surprises everybody. He's got a first down and more. He'll be brought down inbounds at the 12-yard line. They'll stop the clock just long enough to move the chains, but then it will go again with 1:16 left to play.
Yeah, I mean, staying in bounds is big on that because you're right, the clock is going to restart again. And there it goes, almost down to a minute left. But he does pick up the first down.
Conroy looks for the end zone on first down. That pass is incomplete.
That one was almost just thrown away.
That was well overthrown.
Just to stop the clock, really.
Terrence Seaforth was there looking around, and the ball was 10 yards beyond him. A minute even left to play in this one. Curry desperately clinging to life. Down by 2 touchdowns. Facing second down and 10 from the 12. Conroy's under pressure, but he does get the pass off. Trey Weathers wanted a flag. He got 2.
Yeah, this one will probably be holding against Fitchburg State, and unlucky, really, because they had a clear shot on the quarterback, Conry. We'll take a look, and once he was able to get it off, I mean,
you can see there, Weathers had his shoulder pad exposed by the hold, so it's a pretty clear call. It's got to be frustrating if you're the defensive coach on Fitchburg, just all of these penalties.
Oh, I know, and at this point of the game, it stops the clock. And really, you just want this game to end at this point. 55 seconds to go. You're up by 2 scores. So any penalty at this point, I think, is going to be very, very frustrating for the Fitchburg State coaching staff.
First and goal now for the Colonels at the Falcon 5 with 55 to play in this game. 3 receivers on the near side. Conroy looks to the near side, throws for the end zone. Incomplete, overthrown.
That was Lagel who he was going for, but again, well overthrown. And these last 51 seconds are taking about 51 minutes.
Second and goal for the Colonels. Another quick pass to the near side. That one's complete, breaking a tackle and then brought down. That's Anthony Nastasi on the catch and carry.
And now they really need to hurry because they just used their last timeout a few plays ago.
No timeouts left for the Colonels. 30 seconds about left in this one. Are they going to run up and spike it here? They're going to fake the spike and roll for the end zone. That pass is incomplete.
Looking for another penalty.
I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and I don't think we have one. Okay, no flag on the play. That is incomplete. It'll be 4th down and goal.
So it all comes down to this.
It does. 24 seconds left, 4th and goal. Unless there's another penalty, this is the game. Finally, we mean it this time.
Finally.
Conroy will go from the shotgun. He's got receivers on both sides. Looks to the left. Pass is incomplete. Miscommunication there. That's going to wrap it up. We are 1 kneel down away from the Fitchburg Falcons being 2-0 on this young season.
2-0, and you know what? It doesn't have to be pretty.
It certainly
wasn't. But 2-0 is 2-0, and I think that's the way you look at this game. Obviously, in the first half, it was a complete stalemate. The punting game dominated. But once Fitchburg State was able to get that first score on the board, in my opinion, I think they were able to keep that momentum, get their confidence up, and that was really the score that made them say, okay, we know we're better than Curry, and now we can just play our game and get a nice win here on a Friday night on their home opener.
That is the kneel down that will end this game. We will thank all of you for watching. We thank the FATV crew. For Fitchburg State, it is a win. There is room for improvement. It is a win.
2-0 is 2-0.
2-0.
What do they say? What's that expression about a pig? Something like you can't.
I know many expressions about pigs. I can say about half of them on the air.
You can't put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig.
Wait, why are we talking about Sarah Palin?
I don't know.
Let's go home.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for watching, folks. We will be back next week as the Falcons host Framingham State University right here on FATV. For Alex Bogdasarian, I'm John Gugerty. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.